Welcome in, everybody, to the Risk of Resources Roadmap Tournament #1. I'm Race. I'm here with Goji. Hello.
Hello, hello. Excited for a great tournament today.
So, this is an 8-player tournament. We were originally going to do 6, but we had to do something special today, so 8 it is. Let's meet all of our racers today. Let's just quickly go over there and see. Hopefully everyone is signed in. Not everyone is signed in, but
Not everyone, but
no. So today we have Snack, Cabbage, Goji, Ruddy, Big D, Faku, Kay, and did I miss anybody?
Brian.
And Brian. There's so many people. So many people playing today. So we're going to be doing a bracket system. It's very cool. We're going to have eliminations. We're going to have drama and story, surely. Anyway, let's go take a look at the bracket and see how it's going to go. Just for a second here. So we're going to have two different starting brackets here. First, we're going to have Cabbage, Big D, Snack, and Ruddy playing the Bandit Loadout. We're going to have everyone else playing the Seeker Loadout. And then the winners of both are going to go to Artie. The losers of both are going to go to Veend. And then the winners of Artie will go straight to the last loadout. The losers of Artie will go to the next loadout. Winners of Veend will go to Railgunner. Losers of Veend will get eliminated. And then whoever gets the top 2 in Railgunner can face off against the top 2 from Artie in the last Huntress loadout. And we'll explain it more as we go, if that was confusing to you. But the bracket is cool. I love the feeling of like, hey, like I don't want to get eliminated right now. I want to do my best to, get a spot. I want to get in that last loadout, you know what I mean? Yeah. And obviously, the main reason we're doing this today is because the new update, the first roadmap changes are out. All the new items are out, and we wanted to play with them. We want to see what they were like, and we thought no better way to do that than with a tournament. So feels good. I am. Go on. Oh, hold on, Goji. Goji. They can't hear you for some reason. Oh, I know why. Shit. It's. I'll solve that in a second. Point is, Goji is saying they're excited. um, I didn't copy the sound to the bracket page. I'll do that in a bit. But yeah, the music stopped too. Good. I'm gonna go look at the website instead. You can talk, Goji.
Is anybody gonna hear me right now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. But yeah, schizophrenia update, crazy.
Wowie.
But yeah, we've been playing the game a lot this past week. I think there's more racers interested than ever. Obviously, the new items are awesome, and more than anything, the new patch is very strong. We are gonna see. Call me crazy. I would not be surprised if every single loadout today somebody gets a sub 30 time. There could be some bad loadouts, there could be some bad items, but there's more damage than ever. There's more speed than ever. There's more ways to get out of sticky situations than ever with, unstable transmitter and the like. So it's going to be some action-packed gameplay. People are going to be really speeding through these stages. It should be fun to see.
And I think we're about ready to start as well. So let me tab on over to our starting view. Let me just check we're all good. And we are. All right.
Awesome.
First loadout, Bandit. And for the stages today, for Bandit, we have Siphon Forest, Athenian Sanctuary, RPD, Siren's Call, and then Sky Meadow.
A lot of Sky Meadow today.
A lot of Sky Meadow today. We actually have all Sky Meadow except for the very last loadout, which is kind of, it's kind of
I
cool.
like that because the other stage 5 is definitely a little bit more difficult, and it's fitting that the best racers are going to have to deal with that at the end of the day. So,
So what do you think
but yeah,
about
getting
this bandit loadout also to start us off in bracket 1?
this is Blast, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So the way I look at Bandit is there's only one ability that actually matters, and that's the M1. And if you have Blast, it's kind of a weak loadout relative to Bandit. And if you have the other M1, it's pretty strong. But the issue with Blast is it's so hard to consistently deal damage. You've got that one shot. You've got really poor accuracy when you're shooting it quickly. It's I don't like it. But
I
at the
think
same
that's
time,
fair.
everything else about Bandit is pretty strong, you know? You've got your shift to speed through the stages. You've got lights out to kind of re-up those abilities and quickly move around. And the Shiv is really strong as well. Can stack up that hemorrhage on Mithrix. So
Absolutely. Very easy to do.
I started my run. You already did see my run.
What happened with you?
I'm in the middle of my run. Is the stream like not working or something?
It looks fine. I can see.
I had Kate tell me that I need to start my run.
it
Oh,
looks you are
okay.
still in the select screen.
No, I'm in the middle of my run, man.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
now it's starting. It looks like it might just be a couple minutes delayed.
That's unfortunate. Well, I'll just keep playing, I guess.
All right. Thank you, Cabbage. I love YouTube streaming. Very good.
And yeah, love a little Cabbage cameo. And just a reminder, Cabbage is back. It's been so long since Cabbage has raced. Like, I think
the DLC, at least.
Yeah.
Even since before that, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, many people would say Cabbage probably the second best racer we've ever had behind Zinc, and just so fun to watch him play. I mean, he just goes so fast. He plays so like snappy and quick, and you can see like how erratic his decision making is and how quick his brain is thinking. It's such a blast to see him playing.
Yeah, fortunately for everyone here, we don't have Zinc playing today. Zinc has won every tournament that they have played. I think so. Fortunately, we gave everyone else a chance today.
Yeah.
And look at this, by the way. The House of Night Shrine spawned in the teleporter on this map. I know we haven't gotten to talk a lot about this like stage specifically, but like that's pretty cool. We also have a chance stall. We got Razor Wire, Chronic Expansion. There's a Warhorn on the stage, which I don't think is gonna be too impactful here.
No, but the Chronic Expansion is great. One of my favorite changes to the items. It feels like it's working exactly how it was intended to now. You get a lot of agency over when you're killing enemies and making sure that if you're walking towards the teleporter, you maybe leave a trail of enemies with you to slowly stack up those Chronic Expansions and get it all the way to 10. Works during Mithrix as well, which is great. Great item to pick up early though.
And we also Ruddy found a band. He went back to spawn, found some gas, a band, a key, and opal. It looks like all of the good loot is over by spawn over there. We also have prayer beads for Sneck. They got a planula out of a shrine.
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's something that they left in since SOT's inception. So as long as you have the chance stall, I guess you're getting a planula. So,
but that does mean it was a red that got upgraded, correct?
Potentially, yes.
So, I mean, I'd be interested to see if somebody else hit it and got the red without the chance stall.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, Big D might, because they did not take the chance stall. Never mind, they don't have any money though, even. Yeah, the thing is, like, it is a different table, but it's weird that it is included in that table. So I think it just might have been an artifact of how the table is constructed. It's not necessarily true.
I see.
Yeah, like it could have just been a white item, because it's just different.
Gotcha.
But it is rare. It is very, very rare.
Yeah, crazy odds. Big D and Ruddy racing on a stage 2. Snack taking his time a little bit more.
Hmm.
And I mean, generally, I think what we'll see is whatever you're used to seeing the pace of people playing at, speed that up by like 1.3 times. You know, you'll see people getting to stage 3 around 7 or 8 minutes instead of like 9 or 10 minutes a lot of the times. And people are going to be playing a lot faster today. And I was talking about it earlier, and I think before the patch, you had to wait and see what damage you get, and then you go fast. I think people are going to play with the expectation that they're going to find damage throughout the runs, which you kind of have to because of how fast people are going to be playing.
It's kind of brought up everybody a little bit more, you know. It's like, well,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. Snack does have a lot of loot right now as well, especially compared to I mean, Cabbage's stream is a little bit behind here, but for 3 minutes, Cabbage has a fair amount. Did get the band at the start as well. It looks like everyone got it, fortunately. Everyone is also taking the green portal out, even if their teleporter is done. I find that just funny.
And Big D picking up some elusive antlers.
Ooh.
The new speed item. I think most would agree this is probably the strongest speed item you can find now. With one stack of it, you can get up to 40% move speed, which is just insane. Like crazy.
It's an obscene item.
Yeah.
They just gotta keep getting those wisps, you know.
Yeah, totally.
You saying something?
I was just gonna say one of the biggest changes I felt with this DLC is there's a lot of damage, but adding one more speed item into the pool, the consistency of having speed through your runs has gone up so much.
Oh,
it feels like almost every run you find speed now, which, you know, people talk about power creep. I think having more speed is power creep in a really nice way because the game's just like more fun with speed.
Yeah.
So it's really a wonderful change.
The thing is, like, I found personally that I don't really feel like I need speed printers anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're really nice because they're always nice, but like usually on most of my runs, I'm like, please God, give me a speed printer. But now I'm like, I don't need to go into it. It's not like as much of a quote like loose requirement for whatever, or like even if it isn't. But we also see Big D getting the Prion as well. We see Ruddy getting the Prion. They're both pretty neck and neck here.
Yeah, and having that fire band with the Prion is going to make most of the bosses for the rest of the run just pretty much instantly die.
Yeah.
Of course, only Sneck, I think, is the one with the crowbar. Which will just be a little bit of extra damage for that as well. But Sneck is playing pretty slow here. And given you don't have to get first place on these first few loadouts, your only goal is to get top 2. So I can understand playing a little bit conservatively, but at the same time, everybody has a loss to play with. I think in the winners bracket, people are going to be going as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, you're right that like because of the top 2, bottom 2 kind of structure of it, if you get a +5, like, does that GG? You know, is that just put you out? Ooh,
and a War Bonds.
That's really nice. Honestly, if you haven't seen War Bonds yet, you're in for treats. War Bonds is very powerful.
I haven't seen a run with it yet. This is the first time I've seen it in an actual run. I saw like the little trailer where it drops on the Beetle Queen, but I haven't seen it actually be used. And, you know, we've all been debating how strong the new items are behind the scenes, all the racers have. And I've heard a variety of takes on War Bonds. I mean, Brian was saying it's like the strongest item in the game. Other people are saying it's all right. But it does work on every phase of Mythrix, correct?
It's hard to say. I don't play vanilla Mythrix, so.
But true.
Yeah. I've heard that it does, but the thing is, you don't earn a lot of money from phase 2, right? Because of the you know, the enemies that spawn as bosses won't give you money originally. It's only the extra enemies. So we'll see, I guess, depending on how they play it and how many enemies they get lucky or unlucky enough to spawn in. but it's very powerful. The thing about war bonds is it does percent of boss damage, and it has a proc coefficient of 1.
Oh, really? I didn't know about the
Yes.
proc coefficient.
So you're gonna end up, if you have just some items, like I've heard a lot of stuff, like people one-shotting Voidling on no loop, stuff like that, like with just
Wow.
without lifting a finger. It's pretty crazy. If you have a good run
And
for it, it'll carry.
and do you know how it scales with gold? Is it a flat 50 gold for each stack of it? Or does it scale with stages the way something like Gome does?
I believe it scales with stages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It
I've
would-
wondered if you get to the moon, should you just, kill one golem before you go up? That way you have a bunch of stacks. Or is it just going to be a little bit too slow to farm up before you fight Mythics?
I mean, honestly, the thing is with golems just kind of jumping off, right? You could probably just
True.
tag a golem, jump off. And a golem does give a lot of money, right? It's not like a super
Yeah.
small amount. It would be enough for a few stacks of war bonds at least, which is a lot of extra damage in the fight. And depending on your build, it might be more worthwhile to farm up war bonds instead of farming Mythics, right? Does that make sense? Like,
Totally.
so we'll see. We'll see. Also, like with the way it works right now, this is probably a bug, but it right after you fight the boss, you can start building up for the next war bonds, and going through stages doesn't reset it, which I think it's supposed to.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can just, pretty much hit TP immediately on the next stage, and then have like a 20 stack of war bonds. Because like, look at Ruddy right now. He already has a 1 stack, and the teleporter is done. So he's
Yeah.
earning.
And specifically for Mythics, on stage 5, you often leave with a lot of money in your pocket.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that will work out quite nicely. But everybody's speeding along here. I mean, we see Ruddy, halfway through the teleport on stage 4 at 12 minutes. And that's on pace to get to stage 5 at like 13 or 14 minutes.
Which
Really
is
going
just
quick.
gross. The one thing we're
Yeah.
just missing right now is like, will someone find a pillar skip or something like that?
True.
I mean, doing pillars here doesn't even seem like the end of the world though, with how fast they're going. So
Yeah, and that's kind of something we've been talking about is, if you have a lot of damage, pillars just aren't as much of an issue. You have a little bit of speed, a little bit of damage. You just go and charge them. It's not even too much slower than host skipping a lot of the time. It's really
Yeah.
pillars are bad when you're struggling at pillars, but you're
And
really going to be struggling.
that's why Vase is so good, because it saves all of the time that you would have needed to walk over to soup to start host skipping or something like that. It's all just
Yep.
like walking time, so it's not too bad. As long as like the pillars are in an area together, and look at Ruddy.
It's drone parts.
Yeah, it's right
Wow.
above the teleporter too. So as long as someone just goes up there and loots a little bit right above TP, man, what a run. I mean, this is like the type of run that you'd look at and be like, these items will just win for themselves. There's really no reason to basically even
Yeah.
lift a finger. Probably for Mythic, so we'll see, but
And
hey.
Ruddy, I will say some behind the scenes information. Ruddy has a chip on his shoulder about this drone parts right now. Last night, Cabbage was kind of chirping Ruddy, saying Ruddy will find items like drone parts or head stompers and still manage to lose the loadout. So I'm sure that's in the back of his head somewhere, thinking, "Man, I can't find this drone parts and lose to Cabbage." So it'll be interesting to see how fast he goes here.
Look at this. Ruddy's actually also looking to do AWU, breaking that egg maybe? Or was he just healing for the Void Cradle? I couldn't tell which.
I think
Oh, there's
just
a safer
healing.
spaces though.
And
Honestly,
that's the skip.
if you activate AWU though, I think it does activate War Bonds.
Oh, really?
Also a fun fact about War Bonds, it activates for every vent of Void Fields for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, indeed. It's like
That's
everything that it like detects as like a boss.
Yeah.
So if you had like full stacks and a full build or something, like even in your own runs where you're just like, there just to play, have fun, it could just be a free ally worship unit kill if you had war bonds. So we see 2 of our racers on to Sky Meadow.
Of course, there's a big difference here though. Sneck doesn't have that drum parts.
Or the saver spaces.
No, or the safer spaces. Wow. And it's so tough because Sneck really played it slow and methodical up to stage 4, got a lot of items.
Hmm.
And then that's where he kind of strayed from his game plan and just said, okay, now I can go. But unfortunately, that was a stage where it seemed most important to get those couple extra items.
Yeah. It's
Big D, on
always
the
a
other hand,
gamble.
did get the spaces.
Very nice. There is another saver spaces on Sky Meadow here that Ruddy just got. So
Oh, wow.
hopefully Sneck does find that. It is on the other side of the stage from him right now, so we'll see. But I don't know where TP is yet. Oh, it is where Big D's at the moment, kind of in the middle of the map. The thing is here, this teleporter location doesn't offer a lot of visibility to where the saver spaces
No.
is, so I'm worried that Sneck won't actually see it. He's gonna have to do some special scouting for that.
Yeah, and looking back at Cabbage at the same time, it's easy to think, oh, he's behind, but he is 4 minutes behind real time, pretty
Yeah.
much, on his clock. So he's actually in a really good spot right now. My guess is that he just leaves this stage as soon as the teleporter ends, though. I don't think he's gonna go loot and find that spaces or that drone parts.
It's a shame too, because the drone part's like right above him.
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully he finds the safer spaces on the next stage. The thing is, like, especially on Sirens, the safer spaces is so out of the way. Unless you saw it beforehand, you're definitely not going to even know it's there.
Yeah, and that's where Ruddy's playstyle really benefits him sometime. I mean, Ruddy, like, not to say it's lame, but he often plays a little bit slower, a little bit more consistent, takes his time, looks at everything. And it doesn't make for the fastest runs usually, but when he finds the items that other people don't find, he puts himself in a wonderful position. It's the same thing with him going for blue portals.
Mm-hmm.
Usually he's just a little bit average on speed, but here he's in such a wonderful spot.
It's the consistency he gets from his playstyle that
Oh, and
always just
Cabbage
puts him in the
gets
lead.
the drone parts.
Beautiful. Well, he did go back a little bit more. He is getting some
He
extra
did.
speed here. And it looks like he's leaving.
Yeah.
He's out.
And it's kind of funny. We seeded all the bracket before to try to make this as even as possible. And Cabbage and Ruddy in this pool are the first and second seed. And they're the ones that have found the really good item. So it's kind of funny how that happens.
And Ruddy's on the moon. I don't know in reality where Cabbage is at right now, but I mean he could be on the moon. But we'll have to see him go through the stage first.
Yeah, he doesn't have that spaces, so that's kind of the X factor here. Is he going to spend time looking for the skip?
Ooh,
Is he
it's
going to
nice
find
gonna
it
find it.
quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Love to see that.
So now Cabbage is the only one without the spaces, and look at that, we have an alien head from the chance stall, and that out of that Shriness of the spaces. So that chance stall just really pulling numbers. Really cool items for Sneck there. Planulin and alien head. Not that they're significantly like powerful, but it's cool to see some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think what is powerful about Alien Head is it reduces the
speed.
cooldown on your M2.
Oh, that too. And for
And it
hemorrhage on
just lets you
Mythers,
get a
for
little
sure.
bit more hemorrhage stacks, because that's kind of the name of the game with this loadout. You're often doing most of your damage with hemorrhage.
I was just thinking of just traversing the moon with more of your speed up time, honestly.
True. Yeah, that helps as well. Yeah, it's a funny item, because some survivors you pick it up and you're like, man, this is useless.
Yeah.
Others you're just like, wow, this is actually just 25% more of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We see Big D and Ruddy doing that nice moon movement together. Oh, Big D didn't cancel his fall at all. Oh, he canceled it very late. That's interesting. So I don't think he'll get great movement here.
Really just trying to dodge that
Yeah.
golem that was shooting up at him. Yeah, so Ruddy did it very well. You want to pause your jump at the apex. You want to just make sure you get as much height as possible for that fall on the second one. So
yeah, if you only have one safer spaces, if you don't have a way to pause that, you will just take fall damage when you get to the bottom. It's very tight, but if you have a feather, a shift,
Ooh.
something that blocks your momentum. Ooh, a laser scope.
Yeah, out of soup.
It's an interesting play. I didn't see what they lost for that.
It was like Razor Wire, Luminous Shot, Red Whip, and then two of the things that didn't seem to matter that much.
Yeah, I mean, they kept their band and they kept their shurikens.
Which is the big things. I think they kind of high rolled for that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Alrighty.
Which, oh, Big D almost slamming into a flying chimera on the way down.
Yeah, perfected as well. Gotta be a little bit careful. Ruddy should be able to make this. Oh god, that's close, but there he
Yep,
goes.
just got it.
Very nice. And Ruddy starting off his fight. Snack is doing the host skip as well. Cabbage has yet to leave this map on our end.
Yeah, he still hasn't found the skip. You got to think that's what he's looking for a little bit as he runs around the stage.
Yeah.
But unless he comes around this bend and finds it, I'm guessing he's just going to leave right now, which really hurts.
He did find a equipment barrel over here.
Nah, not going to do it quite.
Imagine if it was the vase, though. Like, way back in the corner. Like.
And you see those classic Cabbage expressive screen shakes when he sees something he doesn't want. But Ruddy getting into the fight, and I didn't see how the war bonds hit, but it looks like Mithrix is already at 50% HP, so
that was a lot
some work.
Of the Prion, I think, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. War bonds didn't do a lot here. Unfortunately, we can see it on Big D's like Prion.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of multiplication in their build for it right now. I don't think they had a ton of stacks. They may have, but I mean, they still have to earn money, right? And leaving the stage, we can see Cabbage Cabbage has 12, which is not bad, but it's not 20 either.
Yeah.
And Ruddy, the first one to finish phase 1 of Mithrix.
Yeah, I mean, Ruddy plays this safe. I think he's on pace to definitely get top 2 here. He's just that extra damage with Drone Man is so helpful, especially like in phase 2, where now the enemies don't move towards you quite as well. Having drones to get around the arena and take out some of those smaller enemies, or maybe the golem on the other side of the stage, is super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But Cabbage is going to be doing pillars here.
Wow, that's going to really hold him back a bit, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody else is having a consistent run. That might be the difference maker that puts Cabbage in the loser's bracket here. Of course, there's a lot of fight left to happen, but...
Mm-hmm. And especially the only one without Saber Spaces, everyone else has the opportunity to play the Mithrix fight so much more aggressive.
Yep.
So... But we'll see. If there's like 2 pillars right next to each other, looks like he's going for Soul here. Hopefully he can get him done pretty quick.
It's a gamble.
It is a gamble. One thing goes wrong and suddenly it's like it would have just been better to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there's even 2 other pillars anywhere else. He might have had to do Soul here.
Yeah, and he does have one of the good Soul pillars in the back where there's often a little bit less enemies harassing you. Should be able to get that done quick, but...
Already getting an okay Prion to start off phase 3 here. It was fine. It took out about like 30% of Mithrix's health there. It looks like Beatty's having a little bit of trouble phase 2 here with the last Wisp. Losing a little bit of health. Snack is also in phase 2.
Yeah, no great damage reduction for those Wisps, really. No wrap, no Ruckler. So, just gotta make sure they take their time. I think something you always see where people struggle is they just get a little bit too impatient trying to kill enemies phase 2.
Yeah.
And instead of taking that extra 30 seconds to have some cover around you, you get stuck between a flying wisp or two, a flying chimera or 2.
Yeah, I feel like your run has to be so well set up for you to stand in the middle platform on phase 2 and start aggroing everything. But I see it all the time where people are just like, I just want to get done. I just want to have that speedrunner kind of mindset around it. But
yeah,
gotta be safe.
Cabbage, very effective pillars he's doing right now, though. He's almost done with the second one.
And he has that Drone Man, which does help out a lot.
It does, yeah.
Ready into phase 4, by the way. at about 25 minutes. So we'll see on Cabbage's end as well. I mean, he has to just get through 3 phases of Mithrix in 5 minutes to, be alongside Ruddy here. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think he's going to catch up with Ruddy, but the question is, can Sneck and Big D clean up this phase 3 and make it to the ship?
Yeah, they do have, about a third of Mithrix's health to go, still in phase 3. If they can get a phase 4 skip, that could put them a little bit ahead as well. We'll see.
Yep.
But man, really, really strong first setup from Ruddy. Really impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as he has a no fatal flaws at the return to the ship, this is just going to be Ruddy advancing through the winners bracket, which love to see.
Really, really good job.
Yeah.
Snack is doing phase 4 right now, just mopping it up. Big D, we'll see if they can get a phase 4 skip right now. Holding my breath.
Cabbage getting a beautiful crit prey on fireband proc during phase 1, just doing insane damage.
No phase 4 skip for Big D. Close, but just quite not enough damage.
We'll see. Big D going into phase 4 around 26 minutes. Snack leaving around 26 minutes. So, I mean, Snack's going to be right ahead of Big D. I think, unfortunately for Big D, probably going to end up in the losers bracket here.
I think so.
Which is crazy because, they're going to have a 27, a 28. I mean, that's where the game is right now.
Yeah. I mean, but even if, this run was crazy.
Yeah.
Warbonds was good, but man, it was just a good bandit run.
Yeah, you don't feel bad losing with the 28. You played well, that you're pretty on par with everybody else, and you can just push it a little bit more for the rest of the day. But it's going to come down to Cabbage here.
Yep. Where does he land compared to everyone else? That's just the big question.
I think he's going to be able to make it to top 2 here. I mean, I guess it depends on this phase 3, but he should be able to get a nice prey on a little bit into phase 3, maybe once pizza starts.
It doesn't seem that bad at all. I mean, all he has to do is just finish phase 4 before 25-30?
Yeah.
So
something like that. And yeah, Ruddy's all done. Should we pull Ruddy in?
I'm gonna pour Ruddy in right now. Hey, Ruddy.
Hello.
So we don't know where Cabbage is at right now because this stream is behind, but you got at least second place, first or second right now. So really good job.
Why not what Cabbage got?
Yeah, you're through.
We'll see. Cabbage also found the drone man in Warbonds. You were the only two to find the drone man.
Drone man.
Yeah, I mean there were large chests right next to TPs, so I expected that.
Yeah. But Cabbage didn't get a skip actually. Cabbage did pillars and is still
really
on a really good
three
base.
Spaces.
Yeah, he didn't find either of them. I mean, you were the only one to find the stage 4 spaces.
Okay.
All right, let's bring in the other two as well. Hello, Big D and Sneck.
Hello.
So we're still waiting on Cabbage. But so far the order of you guys is Ruddy, Sneck, and then Big D at the moment.
Okay.
So we'll see where Cabbage shuffles you guys around. It looks like Cabbage is probably going to take first here, so we'll see.
Yeah, crazy. The only one doing pillars, and that's how far ahead he is.
Jeez.
Still having to do phase 4, but he's
on.
a minute ahead, so.
Yeah.
Did Ruddy and Sneck have a pillar skip?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Darn. Okay.
All spaces. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, spaces. I guess. I
So-
was talking like a vase or something.
Big D and Sneck, you both missed the drone man, which was right above stage 4 TP.
Oh.
Oh, it was in that chest. Okay, great.
Yeah, the large chest. Unfortunate.
Oh, and Cabbage in real time is actually done as he's typing in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, let's bring in Cabbage then. We see his.
Delayed by 4 minutes, is it?
It's
yeah,
it's
he's
crazy.
got a stream delay of some sort.
Hello, Cabbage.
Hey, what's up?
What's up with you, man? What's going on with your stream?
Listen, I started stream. I don't know what's wrong. I just clicked the start streaming button.
Yeah.
Well, I can see on the website, Cabbage ended up with a 25.57, beating Ruddy by almost a minute without a skip.
It's
Crazy.
good.
Everybody else got a spaces. There were 2 spaces this run.
Faces, man.
They were right there. You just had to look.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
There was one kind of near spawn stage 4, and then there was one across the gap, across the rock bridge on stage 5.
I saw a void cradle and I was like, I'm not going there, man.
Yeah.
That's like far away.
Apart from like the drone man, everyone got war bonds. So it was interesting. Snack, you were the only one to get the chance stall, and then play the shrine stage 1 to get the planula, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm a shrine.
What hit was that? 'Cause
Second.
I hit that shrine
Like
once.
first, or actually not first. It was like a couple of times. I spent a lot of money on it.
Huh.
And then I
Expensive planula.
think you got an alien head later next to the second Saber Spaces, the one on stage 5, out of a shrine because of it too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but very good job for the first loadout, everybody. So the 2 people that are going to move on to the next loadout are Cabbage and Ruddy, the winners bracket, and Sneck and Big D. You guys are going to be going to the Void Fiend, I think. So, a very good job to everybody. That was really close. I mean, the fact that 28 minutes was the slowest time in our loadouts is crazy.
I don't think we've ever seen a bandit where 28 minutes gets you 4th place before.
Glad to be the first man. Holy.
It's absolutely insane.
But yeah, everybody's playing well, so I think even going to losers, you guys just keep it up.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna start setting up for the next loadout. So Goji, if you can check if everyone else is ready to start, and then
Yeah.
get the next caster in here.
Yeah, I'll send them in here.
As for everyone else in here, you guys, so Ruddy and Cabbage, you're gonna play 3rd loadout. Everyone else, you're gonna play 4th. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for playing the first.
What did I say?
You're playing
Third?
RD.
Oh man,
Yes.
okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're the real losers.
Yeah, okay. Have fun.
Howdy.
Hey,
How's it going?
excited for a tournament disputed?
I am. I woke up early.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hence my absence in the first loadout.
Mm-hmm. I need to set up stuff for the second loadout, so distract us a bit, disputed.
Well, a little piece of trivia about that last run. So I was in the help desk, which is just a call we have going, like people having issues with the stream. Cabbage, during the Mithrix fight, during phase 2, is like, hey, have I been dropping frames? It tells me I've dropped 80,000 frames. So hopefully he can figure something out. He's definitely aware of the issues.
Okay, that's good.
It could be a YouTube thing. You never know.
I mean, that's how it goes half the time, it feels like.
But I'm excited. I'm loving the new item reworks. I don't know how chat feels about it, but
they are
I
pretty
think it's
powerful,
interesting.
but
that
they
we didn't see any
are
plus
fun.
fives.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to say because on one hand you might think, okay, everyone
we're-
kind of, yeah.
We're having a little bit of mod difficulty with K, so he's just re-downloading. So it's just going to be like 2 minutes, and then
I already need 2 minutes anyway, so
okay, perfect.
you're fine. You're fine. Thank you. I was gonna say it's kind of tough because you might think people might play overconfidently actually as well. They might play too fast and then catch themselves out because they think the new items are gonna like carry or something. But I don't know. It's just seeing so much speed, so fast.
Yeah. I don't know if that last run was really a good example of it. Obviously, you had the war bonds, right? But was that really doing a lot for the races? I couldn't tell.
It was. I mean, I feel like the Prion was doing more actually
Yeah.
than anything else. The fact that they kind of zoomed on in and were able to take advantage of that was the real kind of win, I think.
That makes sense to me. Wormon's the new one seems kind of counter to the racer play style. I think it definitely favors people that take their time on stages and collect a ton of gold before starting TP. But often with the races, it's just get to a stage, start TP, and then you loot with what you have afterward. So I don't think it's necessarily, it maybe even not as good as it was before for races, weirdly. As weird as that is to say.
I think it just depends on the run, you know?
Because before, I think you could actually make an argument for it being decent in the races and only in the races.
Yeah.
Getting 50 to 70 gold to start the stage. Not too bad.
Well, when it worked.
Yeah, when it worked, that is.
Yeah.
True.
I need to remake a link for you. I'll send you the new Twitch theater link as well. I just need to make sure everyone is here. There's a lot of like swapping over stuff between here that's going to be a little bit annoying between the loadouts, but I'm almost done.
Roger that.
Okay, it seems like Goji and Brian are also, and K are also all offline.
Well, everybody is in the help desk.
Okay. All right, I think
Oh.
I am ready when they are.
Looks like K's ready.
Okay. And then let me put in the first bracket names here.
Okay. Do you have a time we're starting on?
Let's start at 44.
Okay. I'll let everyone know.
Okay. And here we go. I can switch back now. Everyone is live. Very, very good. All right, Chai, you ready for Loadout 2 bracket number 2? Let's actually check out where the bracket is at now. So Cabbage got first, Ruddy second, Snack third, Big D fourth. So we're going to see Cabbage and Ruddy both facing off again in the RD Loadout. And we're about to see Brian, Goji, Faku, and Kay face off in the Seeker Loadout. So, beautiful. Let's get started. Everyone is ready. You play much Seeker Disputed?
Not as much as some other survivors. But
Well, yeah.
honestly, no. I don't play a lot of Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit since I've gotten back into racing, but it really is just find the repulsion armor or the rose buckler printer.
Yeah, the
run.
rep printer is just a kind of an easy win. And here we go. We're starting up, and no one's streaming on YouTube, so everyone's fine. Also, the stages today for Seeker are Verdant, we have the Temple, we have RPD, we have Abyssal, and then we have Sky Meadow again. Looks like Kay is starting off with the House Night Shrine on stage 1. Easy peasy. Still kind of the strat here.
The multi-link.
Oh, right. Right. Chat, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, chat room. All right. Sorry, I'm like juggling right now.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. All right, so for Seeker, I know, obviously, like we talked about, if they get, a lot of repulsion armor plates and armor and all this kind of stuff, we can just see a really easy run because Sojourn just makes you invincible. But a new item that they added that also makes Seeker really good is the unstable transmitter. So that's kind of what we have our eyes on as well.
The triangle.
Yeah.
That is one of the best reworks. I mean, having an elixir basically on a 45-second cooldown, it's ridiculous. I wonder if we'll see the watch breaking ratio go down in the races, because
I
something
hope
like
so.
80% of watches are inevitably broken in
Mm-hmm.
the races. With an
It's
item like that, though,
it's really, really good. Basically, if you have more than 25% health, you're pretty much invincible. It's better than one-shot protection because you could take multiple hits down to that point and still be fine. You can, with 30% HP, jump off the absolute top of the moon, take 1 billion fall damage, and be perfectly fine. You will never die.
oh, it's that strong. So it has built-in OSP.
Yeah, it better than OSP. It's kind of,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, it's a lot for sure.
I notice how small your health bar can get with that item specifically, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can be playing with like a sixth of your original HP and just be fine.
Especially on Eclipse 8, right? Because like on Monsoon or something, it's even stronger, which is crazy. But yeah, at least you take something via curse with it. There
Oh,
are
there we
2
go.
wraps for Goji. Look at that.
Brian has a wrap and a rose buckler. Buckler
Beautiful.
isn't quite as good, but it is very good for Seeker.
Those 2 stack really
same
well.
as wrap is. Yeah.
And K is the first one off the stage 2 to the altar. With
I mean, 2 wraps in
yeah, everyone has a wrap except Faku right now. I hope Faku finds it. At least one of them.
2 wraps is basically all you need. You're just invincible in soldier. I shouldn't say that because Seeker is a little bit item hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can stay in soldier in the whole game, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'll have a fast run.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice for Mithrix though, just being able to click a button and be invincible for however long you need it.
Get
Or
through
just
pizza, no
to
problem.
even travel along maps and everything as well. Just saying like, hey, I just want to get to the other side a little bit faster.
Or even like as a utility, opening void cradles and health shrines. It's such a great ability.
Really need people to take advantage of the blood shrine as much as they can.
But like
Very,
Seeker's
very powerful.
M1, M2,
Yeah,
they're not that great. And you really need items to kind of play around them.
especially this M2 as well. I think all the racers like the orbs a lot more because people play Seeker as such a Sojourn-centric survivor. The orbs just like play super well with that.
Yeah.
The Fist, you kind of have to, get out of Sojourn and use it as something else, which kind of pulls away from what they kind of want to be doing right now. You get a Neuro from stage 2 TP. I don't really think that's going to help much. They need a little bit more healing if they only have like 1 or 2 reps to stay in Sojourn like forever.
Right.
Neuro doesn't quite cut it.
You want like 4 or 5 by the time you get to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So Goji's starting the TP as well.
I'm surprised that Fox is a little bit behind right now. I would have thought that Faku would have been to stage 2 already, but they did loot a bunch. Stage 1, they have the double wrap, which in my opinion is does make up for that like 30 seconds behind some of the others here. But we'll see.
True. Very true.
we're seeing Brian now just finish up some things before they decide to leave the stage. There's a few chests around TP up on the second layer and stuff like that. This is kind of a spread out map a little bit. Has its nooks, has its crannies. So I kind of wonder if we're going to see some wildly different builds start to form up here. Brian did find a bolstering lantern off on one of the side rooms. And an antler. So 2 new items, 2 very good ones. I know we haven't, there's probably some people who haven't seen all of the new reworks. Lantern does make it so that as long as there's enemies around you, you do have a lot of attack speed, which is going to be nice because M1 is a lot of their damage here.
Yeah. And that includes stuff like drones, by the way.
Mm-hmm. All allies as
So
well.
if you just stack up on drones, you'll basically have the attack speed up all the time.
Which is, I've heard, a reason why people like are starting to keep squid polyps around, just to
Oh.
have it be like a little bit of an extra buff for all the chests and things.
Smart. That makes sense.
Ryan is actually looting a lot more, and like you said, Secret is a little bit more item hungry, so I think this is where it's starting to play in. No one had a really fast boss fight on stage 2, so they probably all started thinking, yeah, like we probably need something. There is another antler on the stage as well, so there's 2 pairs on
Antler
opposite
is
corner, but
gonna change the entire meta of the races. What a crazy item. Something like 42 speed on first stack. You get all of the orbs.
Yeah. I really like what Goji did here. Goji, so with the way Sojourn works, if you touch the ground, it takes you out. But Goji kind of skimmed the ground, was able to open up a chest without touching the ground, open TP without touching the ground, and then have the speed to go back and pick up what was in the chest. So that's just a good way to recognize like how to use the speed from Sojourn and how to maximize your time getting on the stage. Brian gets the Prion on stage 3. I think we're going to see a lot of Prions today.
Yeah. That makes sense. Goji getting it as well.
Looks like Kay is going to be looking for it. There's a TC drone at the start of the stage, which I don't think anyone's going to get. Yo, getting TC drone for bolstering lantern buff. Hey. That'd be crazy.
True. You could do that.
Ooh, interesting. Faku chose to take the gas here over the antler on stage 2. I think what Faku was thinking was like, hey, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time in Sojourn anyway, so the antler might not affect me as much as me just having a better teleporter with the gas. I think that Brian also chose the same thing or something similar. Yeah, because they already had an antler at that point as well.
Yeah, okay. If it's second stack, that makes sense. First, you're just going to want to hope you find one by the end of the run.
So it's
I would say.
really nice. It's a lot of speed.
Stacking, it's kind of whatever, but getting that first stack is pretty important.
Goji's the first to start TP, kind of missing the direct hit of the Prion on the Magma Worm. We'll see if Kay gets it. Kay does finish off the boss, and we see Prayer Beads as well here. Prayer Beads is kind of a tough one in the races, because I don't really think many people would usually take the time to go try to get rid of it, or they might forget about it a lot. So
like stage 4 and 5, if you see the scrapper like on your way somewhere, it's a good habit to get into to just start getting rid of it. But at the same time, it's not feasible in every run.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough, but we'll see. We'll see if anyone could start to use it and stuff. I think the stacking scrapping bug has been fixed as well, so they can get a few and not have to worry about macroing like one at a time or anything like that.
The new animation for it also just makes it more enticing, I think.
I think it's really funny. Like a lot of the feedback from like the whole community was just like, what are we getting from this item, right?
Right.
And Gearbox was like, all right, we'll tell you what you're getting. And they literally just put the text like, hey, you have health. You have regen, you know? You're like, oh, thank you. They could have not made it any more clear than they did.
Yeah. They could have just left it alone.
Oh, man.
That was a a very nice rework. As well as just like on
Ooh.
the chance stall.
Yeah. Just
the
knowing when you
shrines,
got
yeah.
it. Speaking of chance shrines, though, Goji just found a sales star in a chance shrine over on the ridge. So we'll start to see some sales star plays here.
Yeah, going for the equipment.
Really
Smart.
smart.
I think that's usually the play.
Primarily keeping Blast Shower. It's not anything they're probably going to take a Repri on here.
Blast Shower could be good though. With the triangle, it's
Ooh,
insane.
I mean, it's the thing is, so Seeker has so much invincibility with Sojourn already. I'm not sure that we really need it.
True. Another wrap for
Mhm.
Goji.
Beautiful.
Hopefully
Goji-
everyone finds it.
Goji and K are on stage 4. We'll see how there is an ATG and a Tri-Shop in the middle of the map. So we're probably going to see some ATGs here.
K goes for a mountain shrine. Gets some crabs.
Combat Shrine.
Let's see what Goji uses the Sail Star on. Or
Uh-huh.
combat shrine, sorry.
Surely they save it for the legendary chest, right, guys?
Could
Yeah. Honestly,
You
if
like
there
got-
was
up
If-
or something from that.
if there was like a Titan as well or something, they had like pennies, that would just be like an easy.
True.
Yeah. Like I don't obviously we're not going to see it in this race, but I feel like there is a future for that happening, you know.
I agree. I think as time has gone on, we've seen people push pennies and pennies further and further.
Mhm. What is that? Oh, there's a wrap printer. Of course there is.
There is, nice.
Of course there is.
Okay, so
It's-
GG.
It's actually every time we have Seeker in a resources race, and it's just they give us the run every time.
Okay, has 5 wraps right now. Should be feeling pretty good.
I mean, look at his health. He's feeling fantastic. It's not even going down.
Oh, where's that planula from last run?
Oh, I know. Okay, well, I hope everyone finds that. There are 2 Void Crows at the top of the map, and Faku opens both. One is a Void Crit, one is a Void Band. Faku takes the Void Band. We don't have any other bands in this run, so... Oh, and Faku hopefully does see it. Oh, yeah, going right for it. Hopefully Brian
Hey,
marks
Goji.
it.
Doing the stage 4 boss. Goji didn't find the wrap printer, but does have 3 just from regular looting.
Which is probably still enough.
Is maybe gonna go back. Still hasn't used the Sail Star.
I think Brian missed it. He walked right by it. He didn't really ping that printer. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm
That's
curious what
unfortunate.
Goji's going to use the Sail Star on. Using
Wait,
a lot of their
Brian?
gold on... Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian, though. Brian hasn't. What'd I say? What do you say?
Okay. Yeah, no, I just want to make sure.
Okay. We'll see what Goji chooses to do with that Sail Star. Not opening a single chest yet and just doing multi-shop stuff for TP. I think, like, if they're, like, secret goal... Oh, and a Razor Wire from TP.
Ooh.
That's just, like...
That's beautiful.
What the hell, man?
Perfect.
What
Let's
a
see Kay's
perfect
happy about
Seeker
it.
build.
Kay's looking really good here.
Yeah, I mean, Faku's
Goji
going to be
is
in the
too,
same
but-
spot. Faku also has 5.
I just hope Goji finds that printer.
I worry about Brian. Brian only has 2 wraps right now.
Yeah,
And
it does have that
probably will
buckler,
just leave.
But
There is another Void Crow in the cave at the back of the cave, and Kay opened it to find a Void Key, which is really nice. He might be able to find something next stage.
Goji using the Sail Star on the adaptive chest.
And
Getting 2 guns after TP.
yeah, it's one of those things where you see a gun and your brain goes like pick it up. But this is yeah.
I mean, if they just did it before TP, they would have been in a great spot, but that's unfortunate.
It's tough.
Did
mean-
find the wrap printer.
Kay doesn't have to
So-
play the game anymore. All he has to do is just fly around enemies and Razor Wire kills everything, and he's invincible.
Yep. It's basically a race to Mithrix at this point. So you go in
Normal
the
game.
Doesn't matter.
I really need Brian to go out of the cave again and see it. It's really important. Okay, he is, so hopefully sees it. Look at Goji actually going to the blue portal here.
Oh,
Hmm.
K flew a little too close to the sun, broke a watch from Seeker Sojourn.
Damn, he had to spend a long time in Sojourn for that to happen. I wonder what Goji was looking for in the soup. I mean, there are a lot of new good reds, so even something like Growth Nectar or something. Who knows? Brian still hasn't found it, and he's not
Brian's right
going to.
there.
He's just not going to turn
No.
the right. He just didn't. I saw the wrap printer on his screen so much when, especially if he was on the second layer of the map. But he just didn't ping it, so he just never found out what it was.
That's so unfortunate. Brian,
Another
I think, is
void
one
key.
of
Hmm?
the racers to look out for today too. In recent history, Brian has done extremely well in the races,
It's true.
and it would be very good for these guys if Brian immediately got sent to losers.
Yeah.
Just a simple oversight. That's all it takes sometimes.
Scouting is just so important. It's funny because we saw Brian last race. When he was supposed to be scouting during TP, he was like dancing with a turret, like doing like a little jig, you know. And like behind the wall was like this really important printer that he needed. And
Yeah.
he didn't look for it.
There's always a price.
Always a prize. Looks like TP5 is going well. I'm not surprised to see everyone on TP5 together here. Oh, Goji.
Yeah.
Goji.
Oh no! What happened?
Goji fell off the side of the map and didn't have any ability to cancel the fall. Everything was on cooldown.
Ah, that sucks.
I don't know how they got themselves in that position, is the thing. Like, I don't know, but that's really, really bad. That's 5 minutes. And with how fast everyone's going, with how everyone else has like Sojourn pretty much up all the time,
Yeah.
that
Literal
might
invincibility.
that might just be straight to losers bracket, unfortunately.
The nice thing is you do still have a second chance.
Oh,
You're not out of
absolutely.
the competition just yet. And who knows? Nobody's even on Mithrix.
It's true. Someone could absolutely mess up here.
Yeah, these guys are keeping it really competitive, though. Goji
Yeah.
bull rugged the grandparent.
And look at this pack is actually the first one onto the moon. Very powerful moves from Goji or Faku right now. All of the void enemies are starting to like go into the teleporter on a lot of people's runs here. What K did at the start was completely take out the void seed, so he doesn't have to deal with that problem. But I know Brian had to deal with some void bells and stuff. Faku leaving a band is okay. I guess like he probably meant to pick it up if it was there, but getting only 100% extra damage scaling on the void band isn't the end of the world.
No. Brian and Kay now on the moon. Pretty much in sync.
And now they're just gonna fly up top. The thing about Brian is he can't fly up top though, because he has he's gonna lose health. Unfortunately.
Yeah, he has enough to get up there.
It's just gonna be
He doesn't
slow.
have to do pillars. It is gonna be slow. He might have to try and heal on the branches.
Mm-hmm. Oof, a little bit rough.
And you can see this is a good time to get in your meditate stacks whenever you can, because you want to have as much damage as possible for Mithrix. See, Kay is going in with a blast shower. Everyone else going in with a Prion.
Just try to get that band shot on a Sojourn, I suppose. It's not bad. All right,
Yeah, I think I like
Faku
Prion a little bit more.
is starting the fight. Actually, using the Void Band to trap Mithrix and then get a shotgun Prion when he can't move. That was a good use of what they had there, actually. K finding a key box there, the Void key box. The thing about Plasma Shrimp, though, on Sojourn is you're just not going to have enough shield to actually use it, unfortunately. So, and then you can't really use Saver Spaces either. So.
Also, if you're K, you're looking at that ATG. You could potentially get a really good ATG band proc with that Blast Shower.
True. It's
a very underrated thing to do, but if you ever have an ATG launch off, you quickly cleanse the band effect. You can have a crazy band proc.
Very powerful.
He only has one ATG, so it's not going to be that amazing, but it's another reason to maybe not go for your Plasma Shrimp.
All right,
I got
Brian,
so lucky finding that Razor Wire.
I mean, this is the perfect secret build. They got the Rat Printer, Razor Wire, same stage. It's
like this is going to be slow, but keep in mind K also can't die. So
yeah, he's chilling. That's the thing about Seeker. As long as you can just stay alive, you can win. It's just about like how and when you get out of Sojourn, I suppose. I'm kind of worried about Brian because Brian might be forced to exit Sojourn at an inopportune time, and then with the cooldown in between, there's definitely a chance he could take a +5 here. So, or at least more so compared to the others.
It's true. One thing Brian has going for him though is 2 APRs. Nobody else has that. Faku has 1. But that could make a difference.
There's Faku and K are the first ones to beat Phase 1.
Like, I don't think Brian's out of this by any means. Almost done with Phase 1.
I mean, Faku just about to beat Phase 3 right now. You see that damage? It was crazy.
Yeah, Faku's definitely going to win this. But that's okay. You just need to get either first or second to advance to the next loadout.
Almost got a really sick Phase 4 skip there with the hand. But not quite.
I'm thinking K is probably going to be the other qualifier.
It looks like it. It's just, again, really hard because Goji has that +5.
Yeah, Goji has that +5. Faku's almost assuredly going to get first here.
Oh yeah, Faku's playing amazing.
Brian is just half a phase behind K though.
It could be close. If Brian can make up time, damage. Yeah, we'll see. The thing is, we have to consider that K will get to the ship faster. If we just think about going through portals, getting to ship, right? Because K has more wraps. So that might slow Brian down a little bit too.
That's true. But K also doesn't have a Prion, which is going to speed Brian up.
That is true, especially with double AP. I mean, and you can get a Phase 4 skip, so if someone gets that, then it's definitely nice. And also, I mean, not to say that either of them could just die and then Goji suddenly back in.
That's true as well.
Or both, I would say. Doesn't look like K's gonna exit Sojourn though. He's been in Sojourn the whole fight, just with one hand, just mousing around.
Brian's trying to set up for a good Prion here. Ooh.
Half of Mythic's health gone with that one. Though K is in Phase 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Unless you do some crazy damage and get a skip here.
No, you'd have to be in Sojourn as long as K was to build up all that damage, like.
Yeah. I don't know. Just did a lot there. If he can get a skip, there's a possibility.
Let's bring in Faku as well. Hey, Faku.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Faku. You're advancing.
You won.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. So you're actually
I
going to be
thought,
playing in the next loadout as well. Right after
let's
this.
go.
We're
Oof.
probably joined by K. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian did
thought
not
I
get the
lost
phase
when
4
I
skip.
when I
You-
saw the rap printer, and I took the band.
No, you were just quick. Everyone found the ret printer except Brian. Everyone actually had bands as well, I think. Regular bands. There was also like if you had a sales
Yeah.
star, there was a chess stage 5 with the band. It gave you 2 bands if you had the sales
Oh.
star, which is
Yeah, you can
Oh,
just
wait.
one-shot Matrix if you had normal bands there.
yeah, that's what Kay did as well.
Mm.
Everyone in phase 4 that's left during Mithrix. Very close to see everyone either like on the ship or in phase 4 right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing super well today. Love to
only
see
seen 1+5 all day.
that.
I guess it is only the second loadout, but still, usually we have playing more.
People were practicing yesterday.
Everyone's taking it serious.
Yeah, as soon as that update dropped, I looked at the scrim chamber and saw like 20 people in there. Seems like you guys are enjoying the reworks.
I was playing like without it, but now that people are playing it more, is it's encouraging.
Mm-hmm. It's bringing Kay as well. Hello, Kay.
Hello.
You are
You,
advancing.
yep. You got second.
Oh, thank God, dude. No, I trolled so hard breaking that watch, dude. I don't know what I was doing.
I looked away,
Like
but you were
Icarus.
just like in
I don't
Sojourn
know, I
too long.
just went over it. I sojourned too hard, man. The one-hand gaming was was too much.
That was a really close one. Brian and Goji are on the ship right now.
Yeah, everyone
Okay.
was right next to each other on that one. Disputed, do you want to cast or does Goji want to cast next one? Or
I can ask.
okay, we'll see.
I'll need to like take a break real quick. I need to go restroom and shit. So
All right.
that's...
You're playing next loadout though, just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. But do I do
Okay.
that now, or do you
Yeah,
want me to
go,
like
go,
sit
go,
and
go.
cast for? Okay.
All right, Spring and Brian. Hey, Brian.
Yo.
So, stage 4, to the right of the cave entrance that you went in, there was a printer.
Mhm.
Did you mark that printer? Did you see what it was?
What was it?
It was a rat printer.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Yeah. So that was the big thing you missed. Everything else was the same as like everyone else was running a little bit, but it was just because of that like you lost out on some speed. You had to do pose a little bit slower. I think if you had it, you probably would have gotten in second. I think because you're right behind K, but just got in a little bit late. Hello, Goji. And Goji and Brian, you guys are in silver. So you guys will be going to losers brackets. It's Faku and K that are going to Artie next on that one.
What did they get?
Faku got a 25-17.
Damn, nice. What'd K get?
A 27-54.
It was extremely close.
Yeah, I played horrible. Felt so bad.
No, you did.
In
Yeah,
real time, you were basically on pace with everyone else.
everyone finished right about
Yeah.
the same points. What happened with that death though?
I just like didn't realize what was off cooldown.
Oh, I see.
And then I got I took like the impact from like the rock where it knocks you back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude,
And
I
then,
hate those rocks so much.
Yeah. Just got stuck and I didn't have stuff off cooldown when I should have. But Yeah, it was a frustrating run. Felt like I wasn't
Let's see
sticking to a
here.
game plan.
GG, by the way. I'm back. GG.
Bro, missing that rat printer was huge. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you didn't have-
almost came back though, because you had 2 APRs that nobody else had. I think Faku
Yeah.
had one of them.
Yeah. Wait.
You
Did
know,
I lose
if I
one?
had a,
No.
you know, with that gun I had, if I had a gun that in for the next stage, I reckon I could have gotten away quicker time.
Mm.
If I just keep the prey on, it's so much easier as well. Took Blast Tower because I wanted the new Blast Tower transmitter combo.
Did you have a
Fair.
transmitter?
No,
No.
but I took a Blast Tower in case I get one.
Wow.
Like, and after that we got the like infinite Sojourn build. Like I took it on stage 3, I think.
Hmm.
I don't, yeah, something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I already had 3 wraps before I found the wrap printer, so I was like going towards that build anyways.
I had 2 as well, so
It wasn't
like, on
necessary,
top.
I don't think.
It definitely helped.
It definitely helped. It did.
It would have made this
Yeah.
skip like
But
so much quicker.
It would have. No, you're right. You're right. But I was just looking at Brian's run, and like his Mythics fight wasn't significantly faster than anybody else's,
Hmm.
or slow. I
Hey.
mean.
They made a change that I didn't know about until this race, which is that pre-patch you could go through the like barrier on the arena in Sojourn, and now it breaks Sojourn.
Yeah, I tried to do that because I
'Cause-
saw it. You
Yeah,
Ah.
because before what you could do is if you had enough like block and healing, you could just start charging it when you got out of the pod at the start of the stage, go all the way up to the arena and just one-shot Mythics because you've been charging it for so long. But now it makes it so you can't do that anymore, which is a little frustrating.
Actually, another thing that you need to be careful with, if you have this infinite build, you kind of need to time your damage, because if you cook too long, you one-shot him, and a lot of damage and time is wasted.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know how long I needed to sit in Sojourn until I can one-shot him in the phase 3 there.
An issue I had is I kept proccing ATGs off of my Razor Wire, and that was taking my ban procs.
Yeah.
Lost me a lot of time.
I forgot that you can't use equipment during that, and I tried to like press my blast shower and then go out of Sojourn immediately, and it just didn't do anything.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
Can
stupid.
someone check if the other Cabbage and Ready are ready, please?
Also, Goji, you want to cast? This next one?
Maybe I'll take a break for one, because in the event that I play 3 in a row after this one, I'd rather have a little break. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ask Cabbage if he has a new stream link as well. I need to I need to see what's up
Cabbage
with
was
that.
saying he wants to cast.
Oh, for
Oh.
sure.
Do I
Fortune
cast the
Grace
fourth
saying.
one then? The one after this?
We'll see. I need someone ask Cabbage for a stream link, and
Okay,
someone
I'll
see
ask.
if Cabbage and Ready are ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
How's the bingo going, everyone? Any bingo doers in chat?
Going pretty good. I was doing the bingo during that run.
Cabbage said it's the same
that
shit.
is.
I don't think that's true. Is he live? Is that why it's not doing it?
Or
I
not?
guess.
I don't know.
I guess whatever. We'll find out in a second. But if you guys are ready to start the winners bracket loadout, I think we can start. I think I'm ready. So
I'm not.
All right. Peace, y'all. I'll see you in a loadout.
Yeah.
Is it the RT?
Yeah,
it is
it's
already.
Brian, can
Okay,
you?
so I guess I'm
not Brian.
Casting
Can
this
you
one?
lose?
Yeah.
Who? Me?
Yeah, please lose. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay. So I guess I'm here for another loadout. So what are we going into? Is this the winners bracket?
Yes. Hold on. I need to get Cabbage's new link.
Okay. So currently we have Sneck, Big D, Brian, and Goji in losers, and then Cabbage, Ruddy, Faku, and K in winners bracket. So the next loadout already coming up is going to be a winners bracket, and we're going to have 2 ultimate winners from that. So I think just go on to the final loadout,
All right.
right?
Everyone, you can tell them to start because they're ready.
Okay.
Go, 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 go.
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 On a time or
Right now. Go.
Okay.
All right. So this is winner's bracket of the first two loadouts. This is where tournaments start to get really interesting, right? We have all of those players, all 8 players have already played a loadout already, and all of the best players from all of those are playing right now. So, good.
All right.
Hello. Why did you make
Artie.
Faku pause?
I had to make Faku pause.
All right, they're fine. Also, we have Plains, we have a Plains Sanctuary, we have RPD again, which we're actually probably just going to get another prey on, maybe. We'll see. We have Grove and then Sky Meadow after again.
Okay. Not the worst stage loadout.
What do you think
Not
about
the
this
best either.
this like actual Artie loadout with this M1 and Spear and Iron Surge?
I don't think it's bad. Artie, with the exception of Flamethrower, I feel like is pretty interchangeable with her skills. I do think I prefer the Fire M1, and I do like I definitely have a preference for the Orb on the M2. But Ice Spear and I forget what the electric one is called. They're both really good options.
Artie's just like a very powerful character overall. I don't think there's a loadout where you're like, oof, like, oh, we can't do anything, guys. It's over.
The bigger question is, do you get Ion Surge or Flamethrower? Because depending on that, it feels like an entirely different character. The difference is so dramatic.
Especially right now with Ice Spear, by the way. We have the bug at the moment where Ice Spear pushes things. So we might see some people use that to their advantage or have it come up on accident and be a little bit surprised by it. Look at Ruddy finding this the shrine at the end of the world to try to use this chance stall, losing all of his money and not getting anything. Man, that sucks.
Can you explain the bug?
You just saw it on Faku's screen. Actually, Faku, oh my god, barely not dying to that as well. You can push enemies with Ice Spear when they get hit by it. So Faku just pushed the entire Titan across the whole teleporter while lasering, and it almost killed him. So gotta be careful about that.
And we get Ignition Tank from the teleporter on the loadout that doesn't have any of the fire abilities. That's a shame.
Yeah. It's brutal. I'm kind of worried about Kay right now as well during this teleporter. All these wisps are gonna start causing a problem. It's like they got it.
Should be fine. If you have the other M1 though, like 2 or 3 ignition tanks is all you need to win the entire run if you're going fast. It's pretty nuts. Flamethrower is good too. But again, the problem with Flamethrower is you just lose Ion Surge. Like on paper, Flamethrower could be the best ability in the game, but it's still just hard because you're taking away Artie's only mobility skill.
Yeah. It's tough for sure. Meanwhile, this stage I don't think is very fruitful, to be honest.
No.
There's a little bit of crits, but I don't really see anything else. Like maybe the chance stall could come in later for like a huge item, but
I think this is arguably the worst stage 1 for a race. Like this specific variant of Plains. I don't know what it is about this map, but it just feels like there's no loot. There's always a million white printers before you have any white items, so they just sit there and they troll you. They're like, yeah, but you'd like some crit, huh?
It's tough too because we don't have the House Knight shrines on a lot of variants of Roost and Plains a lot of the time, just because like it just doesn't roll enough of the credits for it. Which means you have a slower stage 1, you have less of a choice usually for what you're gonna do. It's tough. Ruddy's going back for this shrine. He is determined to get something out of it. Kay is also spending a lot of money and is not getting anything.
Yeah. Yep. Getting scammed. Meanwhile,
Wow.
Cabbage are on stage 2.
Wow. Ruddy had put in like, what, 200 gold into that thing or something. That's crazy. I appreciate that he tried. Both him and Kay tried, but that is rough.
And Cabbage getting rid of the ignition tank and guillotine for some red whips.
Oh, that's beautiful. Easy choice. Okay.
Oh, there's also an AP round printer here.
Oh. Well, for the people who got a little bit more on the item stage 1, that would be nice.
That is going to be nice. Cabbage has that weeping fungus, so it can only get 2.
Probably we'll go back for this later if the TV is on the other complete side of the map. It looks like it's right around here around the corner, so maybe it might be worth it. Maybe not, depending.
Ooh, poly loot.
Oh.
From the Void Cradle.
Beautiful.
Hopefully everyone finds that. This was shaping up to be a pretty decent RD run. The only thing is they're going into this stage with not a lot of items, which sucks because you would hope to go into the AP round printer here.
Yeah.
Get as much as you possibly can. Oh, I think there's another ukulele as well. Cabbage has 2 poly loots.
2 polyloots, 2 wungus, 2 red whips, 2 AP runs. Like, okay.
He's doing a Valve roleplay right now.
And look at that.
Everything must be 2.
Faku has 4 red whips, which is going to be really nice for getting around the stage. And also just like later on as well. Just the moon.
Skipping pillars. There is a relatively new already host skip. It was found right before the DLC came out, like the same week. It's interesting. So you can get up to Mithrix using a host skip. Previously, Artie was the only character that couldn't do that, just due to her weird hitbox and the way momentum worked. Like some characters, like Multi and Acrid, need different spots, I believe. And we just couldn't find one that worked with Artie for a long time. And now we have one. It's more so for runs with Flamethrower. But if you do have safer spaces and you've learned that tech, you can get up to the moon pretty quickly. Or get up to Mithrix, I should say. I don't know if we've seen it really shown off yet in the races. We've gotten kind of unlucky. But I do hope we get to see it at some point soon.
I don't think this is going to be the loadout for it, though. I mean, with so many whips with Iron Surge, it's like probably just going to go up pretty fast. Everyone except Faku so far is the poly loot, so I'm just kind of hoping he goes back and finds it. Uh-oh. Faku's actually in trouble.
They can use that to their advantage.
I mean, we'll definitely see. I mean, yeah, they could like go up with Iron Surge, drop down, and then like get an extra boost up with it. So we'll see.
There's a lot of hybrid setups. Oh, and Cabbage just +5'd. I didn't see what happened.
He was burning. Got hit by something.
Nice thing about YouTube is it lets me rewind.
The one thing that I wish Twitch definitely had. A Cabbage +5, though. That is rough. This is not...
That... If somebody has the clip, you you need to see how Cabbage died. So Cabbage put down an ice wall to stop a burning rat. The rat jumps over the wall and bites him in the face and kills him.
Rats are sentient, dude. That's crazy.
Kay is stressing me out a little bit here too.
No one had a super clean teleporter here. It was kind of rough all around. Uh-oh. And Ruddy's also in a kind of a bad spot. I was going to say, this isn't the Seeker loadout, right? This is an Artie loadout, and, you know, you don't have invincibility frames on every attack. So we could see more deaths here. It's not just Cabbage. He's not totally out of it yet. Also, getting the Prion as well for Cabbage. Maybe the only one who gets it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, everyone's just a little bit too
Kay
late here.
is really struggling here.
And Ruddy dies as well. Pest shot right at the end of... Oof.
Wow.
Painful.
Tough.
This is our winner's bracket? Come on. Come
Come on, guys.
The thing is, though, by the way, if anyone loses this loadout, all the silver players here will not be eliminated. They'll be put into the second losers bracket. So
True.
they're not totally out of it yet. There is a Bloom that Cabbage just found. Honestly, Bloom has been buffed with the new reds, especially Growth Nectar. Having
I think you go for
speed as a red with Growth Nectar with Bloom is kind of crazy. Oh, and there's a watch printer in Sage 2 that I think no one wants to go into.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I think Bloom is good here. You have guaranteed damage with the polylutes, even if you lose like all of your damage whites.
Damage and healing because, Cabbage has Wungus as well.
The only reason I would be skeptical is speed. You have that antler and you have those red whips.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a big enough reason, though.
I mean, you do get a decent amount of speed, though. With Growth Nectar, we can get some buffs with it. It is hard to say, though. I mean, it is all a gamble, right? It's not like anything set in stone here. Especially, Bloom doesn't really pop off, especially in situations like this sometimes, because you're not going to be looting as much. So you're putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. You're going to... Faku would take, 4 red whips and get 4 reds, and that might not be the red he wants. So...
Yeah, I don't know. And Cabbage hasn't picked it up yet. It's the only person that's seen it. They still have some time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what they're doing.
The thing is with Cabbage's Prion, like, how much does that death matter compared to everyone else? We'll see, I suppose, but...
I think it's going to matter. Oh, there's a Growth Nectar.
Oh, there it is.
Like you were saying. And already has 4 debuffs. I guess 3. You pick up a little antler, you get a 4th one there.
I mean, at that point, I don't even think you take Bloom anymore, right? Probably, because you have the buffs already here.
True.
It's tough. Ruddy does pick up Bloom, by the way, so we'll get to see some plays here.
That's not surprising. I feel like Ruddy would. We're going to see some divergence. Cabbage, it looks like immediately is headed to this teleporter.
I mean, I think Cabbage Nectar in hand. Look how fast he is. Like,
yeah, Cabbage has what he needs.
And like, if anything,
I think he's missing a band. That's literally it.
I think he's missing a little bit of damage, but like, there's the boop. He's just already doing so much though with growth nectar and polylute and AP round.
And the thing you also have to consider too is it's Artie, so you're fighting a Mithrix that has 2/3 the health anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Growth
Phase
nectar
2 could be trouble.
Really good.
But with this M2, it's going to be easier.
It's not so bad.
And I think you could just get through it.
And then the sentient meat hook is just cleaning up AoE right now as well. It's like, wow. All right.
Yeah, I think you're good on a build. That's so wild that you already have an Artie build going. It's just the growth nectar.
Yeah.
I would feel completely different about this run if he didn't have the growth nectar.
I wonder if anyone else is gonna find it. It was by the lower Prion spawn as well, I believe.
Yeah,
just
I think
in
it's
that nook.
in a purple chest.
Mm. We'll also see if Ruddy gets like a growth nectar, like what his build gets to be with the bloom, though.
True.
Faku also picks up the
Faku
bloom.
took it.
Yeah, this is exciting.
K did not take it. So top
All right.
part of our screen, bloomless.
Bloomless.
Let's see what Faku gets.
Let's play close attention here.
Ooh,
Okay. Wowee.
Behemoth Triangle and Happy Mask.
So obviously Happy Mask isn't great, but having a unstable transmitter with Behemoth, that's just really good.
Squid into Behemoth, that's a pretty good trade.
We take those. No one else found the growth nectar, and Ruddy I don't think is going to go back that way, so... Like that, Cabbage is already on stage 5.
Here's the thing though, like...
Mhm.
I'm looking at Faku. Got 3 AP rounds here. He could just lose those. Chances are high that he will.
It's true. The thing is, Faku's with Bloom, if he wants to keep some of his items, he's going to have to loot a bit more to try to sway the odds in his favor.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the more build diversity you can have.
So, Ruddy didn't have the squid. So, Ruddy didn't get the behemoth from Bloom, but Ruddy found a behemoth in the soup and traded some of the extra greens he got.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because I feel like...
And then gets the behemoth.
Yeah.
And then loses the triangle.
But then gets another Benthic. So he's going to have even more corruptions on the next stage.
I like the play of going to Bortle to get the double bloom, though, to try to accelerate that build. But it's going to go crazy now. Like, we'll see what happens to Ruddy here. Man.
It's probably taking all of his items, yeah.
It's going to be all red. We'll see if you can get some good stuff out of it. I really like Faku's build so far. But Faku's also going to lose a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
I still think Cabbage.
I mean, Cabbage, I think, is definitely in the lead here, despite that +5, which is crazy. The other thing we have to remember about Ruddy's build is he also still does have a +5, and he might take another one here as well, if he's not careful.
Oh, yeah. This is looking rough. So does Cabbage, actually. That's something to consider, too.
I mean, I think he's still in the lead. He's still, like, over a stage ahead right now.
He is over a stage ahead, but...
As already. And he's about to start Mythics. With way more damage.
+5.
Oh, the second +5, man. That Doomstar just wouldn't go down. Oof. I think K is kind of an interesting spot where he just has like the average experience here. Like, he doesn't have anything super special, but his run's going fine. And he's just mopping up some things before he leaves the stage as well. Faku bravely picking up a band. We'll see if that's get transformed to anything cool. Honestly, if I were Faku, I'd just try to pick up as many like small chests as I can, just to try to keep those AP rounds. But we'll see.
Yeah,
keeping the caffeinator instead of the Crunder, that's an interesting choice. I guess it doesn't really matter, but just to say.
All right. Faku going on to stage 5.
Yeah,
See what he gets.
I'm curious. And this also set a precedent for what Ruddy gets as well in the future. All right, so
Fusion,
Chainstall, Noxious Thorn, keeping AP rounds.
Upgrades.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, and well, that Chainstall could maybe be something good.
The thing is, we have some information, right? We've seen, I mean, obviously Ruddy gave up some of his items for other things, but we saw Ruddy get an extra bloom from the triangle. So if in this magical list of items, item order for the bloom, the triangle is pretty up there, we could probably expect Faku getting another bloom next stage.
If you get another Bloom, does it activate on that stage or the next?
I don't think so. I think it's the next one. We
Okay.
would have seen Ruddy had more stuff. Speaking of, Ruddy gets Tesla War Bonds, extra lives,
Oh my
and a
God.
Soulbound.
Those
Everything.
divs would have been nice earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, and getting. Wait. Okay. So he got turned into a ukulele, and then the ukulele got turned into a war bonds. Interesting. I thought that ukulele would just immediately get corrupted, but I guess since it's like 2 upgrades happening at the same time, it just bypasses it.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. Ruddy lost all of his speed here, not getting growth nectar or anything like that. So
He go for an FMP build. Shouldn't +5 anymore.
I mean, hopefully. But
2
with how
Dios.
slow he is, it's kind of worrisome.
All the speed is gone.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Literally 1 antler though, and you're chilling.
Yeah, meanwhile, Cabbage is a phase 2 Mithrix right now. Imagine if Cabbage
Holy
didn't
shit.
die, man. That he would have been 20-minute Mithrix.
He'd be
phase
getting
2.
bonus points in a format that doesn't even have them.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm worried about Ray's build because he doesn't have a lot of multiplication here. He has the Behemoth Polyloot, but like, you know,
This is
he's having
crazy
trouble.
pace, though.
Oh yeah. There's so much. Man, another ignition tank for K, but you know, kind of rubbing it in. Unfortunately, Cabbage is taking a long time on this phase 2 actually as well.
He's
a little bit
going
surprised.
like a very similar pace to the record run,
which is just funny. I mean, all of those records are just gonna be shattered now, right?
Oh, there's a bunch for SOTs that just haven't been claimed. Most of the survivors don't have submissions.
All right, Faku onto the moon, gets that Tesla, gets 3 squid polyps, and then a
Okay. Oh, losing the APs for the squid polyps. That's
and then
brutal.
There we saw it. We're losing the unstable transmitter to Clover.
Yuck.
The one you really wanted to keep, but it's just too high on that Bloom list, so.
Bloom giveth, Bloom taketh away. Sometimes Bloom is really good. Sometimes, like this run, he's not. I don't know.
Was not the play. It does not seem. More so, I don't know.
I think it's a lot of it is just the speed. You take Bloom, you're kind of consigning yourself to default movement.
Yeah.
That's how you have to think about it.
You have to get really lucky with growth nectar. And then to that extent, you need to get lucky and start picking up, utility items instead of damage, which you don't want to do that much. And then, I don't know. It's tough.
Already getting a capacitor, it might be a little
late.
Too late.
Cabbage is about to win right now. So
yeah.
All right, into phase 4. The thing is though, the K or Faku could maybe kill Mithrix fast enough to overtake him. Like they have a few minutes to do it. They just have to have really good phase 2s. But we'll see. We don't have an answer yet.
Oh, the final Bloom for Ruddy.
Wow.
Getting a bunch of chance stalls.
He has 2 afterburners. He has Drone Man and Boomerang. Wow.
Drone Man could have been good, but doesn't really have anything to go with it.
No.
Only the basic.
It's tough, man.
This is when Bloom can go very wrong. I mean, it's still going to be, like, good. Like, Ruddy can still probably get through this pretty safely.
Look at how slow he's going down this fucking hallway, man.
So slow. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh man.
Artie just feels awful without speed. All the survivors do, but there's like something especially awful about Artie with no movement.
All right, K is in phase 2 at 24 minutes right now, so we'll see. He is getting close. He does have pretty decent damage. It could be that Cabbage's +5 did push him to silver, but
It's definitely a fight between Kay and Faku right now. Is there a world where they both advance and Cabbage is in the losers? Surely not, right?
it's technically possible still. But it'd have to. Uh-oh, Fox is taking a lot of damage
Yeah,
here.
I'm worried about Faku.
They have to clean up Mithrix like right now. Like they have to start. It's gonna be close. I mean, Cabbage having Growth Nectar and Prion was just too good.
Cabbage finished the fight, I think, around 28. So they have about 2.5 minutes to do that.
They got a 30-10 as their final time there.
With a +5. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Cabbage.
Hey.
Sup?
Can you go in your
You
logbook
crushed
and
it.
look at the items so we can compare?
Sure, man.
The only question is your +5.
Yeah, I lost 1v1 to a blazing rat. What can I say?
Dude, no, that clip was insane. It jumped over your ice wall.
I lost the one point. It was better.
I've never seen anything like that.
No, I'm not even mad. Like I lose a 1v1.
Oh, that was rough. We don't know where everyone else is going to end up here, especially if they can.
Well, I last, obviously, right?
No.
Potentially first, actually.
Yeah, so we're
it's looking very likely.
So no one else got the Prion, and no one else got the Growth Nectar, so you had just so much speed and damage.
Yeah. 2 people took Bloom, and it fucked them over.
Yeah, Bloom was not the play this time.
I saw a message from Dan saying that Growth Nectar is 12 Irradiant Pearl, so I was like, let's go.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Also, I needed to like go super fast because I lose a 1v1, so it's kind of like all or nothing, you know? No band for the capacitor, not capacitor, Prion.
Yeah. There was one on stage 4, apparently. Ruddy found it and then promptly lost it to the Bloom.
Yeah, it was in a multi-shot down bottom, yeah.
Oh, I saw a different multi-shot. Guess that one didn't have it. I don't know.
Look how much Ruddy's able to freeze Mithrix.
Yeah, with just the afterburners. It looks like Kay and Faku could beat Cabot's time here. They just have to get to the ship really fast. It looks like they're good.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
if they don't
okay, I think... I don't know.
They have 4 whips. I don't know. I mean...
Okay.
They're fine. Cabbage has a 30-10 at the moment.
Right. 30-10. Yeah, okay.
Imagine the 25-10. If only.
Damn. You might be in losers, Cabbage. I don't know.
I'm kind of a loser. I mean, did you see that? Yeah, that was kind of a loser behavior right there.
With the rat?
Yeah.
Rat MVP, man.
Yeah, I mean, is what it is.
I don't even understand how that works. How they can jump over ice wall, but...
I mean, I thought I covered my bases there, but...
I think even though Faku did the egg clip and got to the ship faster, Kay got there like a couple seconds before, so I think Kay is going on to winners and Faku is not. By like a couple seconds. Like, it's like 2 or 3 seconds. Wow. That's crazy. It was really that close. We'll see the times here as they finish, but... Oh.
So do I play the Void Fiend?
I'll have to check the stuff. No.
Is the website down?
Like, is losers bracket the Void Fiend, or is it the one after that?
Oh,
It's the one after. So you're playing Real Gunner?
Okay. Okay.
hello.
I can
Yeah?
stop streaming then.
Internet good?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's bring in the others.
Is the website down?
No.
Okay. I'm just getting an error.
Okay. That seems like a very you issue, so I don't know. We'll find out. Let me bring in Kay and Faku both. I'm actually go tell Ruddy it's over. He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
happened?
Hey, so you two,
Who to?
Faku and Kay.
Evan.
Let me see here. I need to check the times on the websites.
Oh no.
Wait. Anyone die?
Kay, you got ahead of Faku by
Yes!
2 seconds.
Oh,
was
thank
crazy.
you.
What?
Ah, thank God.
That's just
Wait,
GG.
Cabbage lost as well?
GG.
Cabbage lost as well. It
What
actually
a soft
turns
throw,
out.
God.
So
Oh, wait, Cabbage lost. Oh, okay.
yeah. So Kay and Faku, I thought one of you guys was being pushed out, but you both are going to winners, and Cabbage and Ruddy are going to losers bracket here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sick of
I
this Cabbage
scrolled
guy.
so
I'll
bad.
stop playing him.
Stage 10.
I'm kind of a loser, man. I don't know.
Cabbage going for the
Cabbage,
content.
it was well
Chris-
fought.
Dude, Cabbage wanted to flex everyone with his ray gunner.
I haven't played that in like 3 months, no?
Yeah. That's okay. Dude, twice I pushed the boss out of my TP. Well, how does that fucking ability work? I couldn't get it back in. Dude, that Titan did not go back in. I don't know.
What did you guys do with stage 2? Because I could not do shit there. I didn't have
I
healing.
was on 2 HP. I was on 2 HP.
I was just outside TP like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was 2 HP actually. That's
I was fine.
It's the new Wandering Vagrant.
Dude, Vagrants are so broken. The closest
gotta
I got to dying
relax.
was the Vagrant. That says everything. That
Okay,
just
next
it
week-
does say everything.
For the bingo sheet, we need to have Kay raging about stage 1 boss. Just on there.
But it was stage 2.
Well-
stage 1 I reached as well. That's true. Never mind. Yeah, man, early bosses are the hardest. What do I say?
No, the Vagrants, though, I felt your pain. With the orbs for the longest time.
I think if they changed Vagrants and Mithrixes, it would be easier.
What?
That's just me, but like if Mithrix
I've
spawn
just been
stage 1,
up
2, that's free, but Vagrant and Mithrix Arena, that's the real shit.
Disputed, can you go check on Snack, Big D, Brian, and Goji to make sure they're ready to start? I still need a minute or two, but I need to know if they're ready.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So do I cast the next one?
Talk with Disputed about
No,
it.
I'm casting.
Oh shit.
All right. Okay, so my plan for today. Step 1, reach the finals. Step 2, get last in finals. Step 2 is yet to be done, but it would be my 3rd tournament where I get to the final and then get last in the finals. So I think both times like straight to final as well. It's kind of history's
like they're
going to
ready.
repeat itself. All right, Disputed. You or me cast next one.
What?
Do you want to cast or can I cast the next one?
Yeah, you can cast.
Okay, because I have like, yeah, okay.
I'm good with
Thank you.
whatever. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, no, I'm fine to cast because I can't cast finals
Okay.
in any chance. So yeah. Okay.
I still just need a minute here.
Can you send me the link for the watch
When I
thing
am
where
done.
I can watch the streams? Okay. Thank you.
What are you excited about for the next loadout?
I mean,
I'm doing
Void
this.
Fiend, it's yeah, Void Fiend is a very nice character for the races, only has one loadout. Everyone should have mastered this one because it's only one to practice. It can go decently fast at all times, so it should be a quick one. And Loadout, I think it should be a good one to decide who gets to leave the tourney first. Like it's not an RNG character or a skill of character like Loader, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're about to see who gets eliminated first, actually. We're gonna say goodbye to some people.
Big stakes coming up. I think all of the people that playing in the Void Fiend, it's their first tourney, right? No, Goji played the tourney before. But for 3 of the 4, it's their first tourney. And one of them, at the very minimum, is going to bow out.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It's painful.
It's tough, dude. Only 2 runs. It's half a race. That's nothing.
Uh-huh.
All or nothing on this one.
Alright, I think I am about ready.
Can you send me the link?
Almost. Let me message you. Here you go.
Alright.
Alright.
Everyone in chat that has their bingo but is not on the Discord, there is a very active group of people chatting, and you are very welcome, by the way. ! Discord.
Alright, if you can tell them that they are ready to start, we can start the 4th loadout of the day.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Alright, chat room. Number 4, this is the first round losers bracket, which I'm really excited for here. I think Big D pulled the trigger a little bit too early there. Alright, I'm excited for Void Fiend though. Fortunately, we kind of got some pretty easy loadouts today in that like we don't have like these really long, elaborate, builds that have to play around. Like we don't have like full damage Rex or double saw multi or anything. We have some nice go fast loadouts today, which is kind of nice in a tournament environment because you don't really, there are a group of people on the sideline right now waiting to play for their next loadout, so it makes it nice that it keeps the flow steady.
It also means that it's probably not going to be decided by who +5's the least, like on chef loadouts or something.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a deathless run and just fastest player to finish wins.
Yeah.
Like the most fair outcome, essentially. Be better, win.
Yeah, that's scary though.
Might be also the new items dying less. I'm sure you talked about it plentiful already on the cast, but should be very nice.
Also, stage order for this one, it is Verdant. We have, what's the name of this map? I was Altar. And then we have Scorch Acres, Sirens, and then Sky Meadow again. So this is the first map today that we don't have RPD in, so no Preon chance, actually.
That's on Void Fiend, you can pretty much always go for that one, so that would have been a very nice stage 3.
Cabbage last loadout was the only one who got it, which is why one of the reasons why he went so fast.
That stage 2 was tough.
Everyone in that teleporter had a tough time, yeah.
Okay, and that stage 1 shrine, I don't know if you talked about it, but it gave us a chance though, and then...
Yeah, we talked about that. So, Electric Boomerang out of the Halcyon Shrine Blessing, everyone's going to take that. That's very nice. And especially, I like how the right side of our screen here, they have pennies, especially with Void Fiend's Corrupted mode with, 50% less damage taken. You can really make use of that penny and get a lot of extra loot here on stage 1 if you wanted it.
Yeah, penny is honestly have shaped up to be one of the strongest items to have. Because money is items and items is damage. Even if the item itself doesn't like immediately boost your strength.
Oh my god, Goji, heal! Jesus.
Why are they not pressing?
Oh god.
Okay, thank god. That was 5 HP, I think? Or 2? I'm not sure what I saw, but that Wisp shot should have killed, to be honest.
They got pushed off by the Wisp, and yeah, that was terrible.
They were just min-maxing pennies, man. I don't know what you're making a fuss about here.
Yeah, it was optimal actually.
To the speedrunner mindset, dude. Speedrunners.
I was
You won't
crazy
get it.
close. I
I'm
mean,
looking at Brian to find the penny still. Everyone else has
Mhm.
it. That would be a big difference. And otherwise,
this is gonna be an interesting loadout. This is where the emotions start coming in a lot because all of the people here have lost their first loadout. They got in the bottom two, and now they really need to fight to prove that they really belong in the next loadout or two, right? And they
Yeah.
don't want to be out, man.
and no second chances.
It's it's on the line right now. So like I can only imagine what Goji is thinking after that situation. Just like almost
Look at that.
dying.
Brian
Hmm.
left with 3 items.
That's really low.
He did not loot at all, and he's not ahead in time. Like he just left. No pennies, no looting, no nothing.
I guess he just
Interesting
couldn't
play.
find
Yeah.
anything or something.
Maybe he was like running around and didn't see any items, so he just left.
It's interesting that we have a beetle event, by the way. Also, Brian
Ooh.
almost dying, get down to like lose like less than 5 HP from the beetle queen spit, and actually using the
It was
foreign
2.
fruit. Yeah,
It was 2. I'm a
That
bit behind,
was-
so I like looked at it specifically.
without that foreign fruit activation, that may have been a death. So nice.
That's 2 people already in like the single digits HP
Yeah, what's
in an
going on?
elimination void fiend, dude. I'm sure some of these people are feeling a lot of nerves as well. I know Brian always
Yeah.
want to be nervous, but I imagine Snack and Big D not less nervous. Definitely not chill.
It sucks
And
too
then,
in a tournament
yeah.
setting because like I don't want anyone to be eliminated. I want
No, it's
everyone
sad,
to
right?
yeah. It's sad for everybody, not just them. Also, it's been a while since we've gotten a family
Yep.
event, so
No one family one, and it's an easy one.
mhm.
I would say. I mean, this stage, I'm not sure, but I expected to be able to have a Lemurian event, and it can spawn a Lemurian, so
Yeah, could have been worse.
yeah, you kind of just skip the Lemurians actually by having a beetle event, so that's pretty good.
It's
Also,
like
the boomerang, very nice AOE for all the beetle guards here.
oh yeah,
I'm
just
just
going
watching
through
Brian
everything.
clear everything. And the blazing beetle, by the way, so everyone but Brian getting to farm pennies for free on that one. Pretty sure it was a pre-spawn or like an early spawn because I saw it on everyone.
He does get pennies now though from a multi-shop. He left on the ground, so I think he's wanting to go back that direction, but he should have probably just picked it up.
Never punished. Never punished.
I mean, punished a little. Get a stage
Yeah,
fun.
I guess he could. He does have less money on this stage, but
I mean, look at Big
It's
D
not that
going in
bad.
corrupted form and
Dude,
just
what?
sitting in the fire trails.
this steed is weird. Did we have 3 ignition tanks already?
Dude, the ignition tanks on the Artie loadout without fire abilities was kind of
That was so
Kinda
sad
weird.
as well. But what is like? There are more items in the game, and we just only get ignition tanks.
that's just how it
What?
goes, then. Brian, the
That's
first
RNG, man.
one to stage 3, actually. We'll see how that goes. There is a seed on this map, so we'll see if there's any voids we're taking or if there's any really in there at all.
I mean, maybe that's the strategy. Just be the first one on the newer stages. Like, just go fast and pray you find something in TP. Honestly, with how broken most of the new items are, you're expected to find damage later on. Or a Void Seed for good potential with the safer spaces. Void Fiend only needs safer spaces, by the way. Don't need any movement speed.
Very good to know. But I mean, there is a
Just
lot more movement
watch.
speed available now with antlers, so
There is.
there's more chances.
It's not for the Void Fiend, like not
Yeah.
for his own skip with shift, but for traversing, yeah. It's interesting. Everyone else looting up at a similar pace, and Brian he doesn't need loot, he's just going.
I mean, that's the thing, right? When elimination is on the line,
That's
you
true.
know? I mean,
It's a
he's
gamble. You
going
have to
all
gamble
out.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone is sweating.
Everyone is playing so well today, honestly. Like, I mean, there have been decisions that may have not been the best, but everyone is playing well, and it's awesome to see that.
we haven't had many deaths yet, right?
No,
like,
not
last
really.
run, Cabbage and Juddy died twice. I saw on the website, but apart
Mhm.
from that, I
Four
think Goji
deaths
died
and
unfortunately on the Seeker. But it's honestly, it's hard to say if it's like the new patch or just everyone playing very good. But maybe a mix of both.
maybe a mix
Let's
of
just go with
both.
that.
I haven't seen too much of the new items though in general though. We haven't seen like breaching fin yet or anything like that. So, and we haven't seen anyone really use unstable transmitter besides just getting it for like a second or something from Bloom last run. Oh no. Okay, Brian was a little bit low there. There's all these void touch wisps and then he's taking damage from the imp and everything. This is not like a super free teleporter without AoE. And meanwhile, you know, Snack has the gas. Big D has the gas. Everyone else has the gas except him. So this is where he's gonna slow down.
That's just a recurring theme, I think, in this run. Everyone else has it. Brian doesn't. He has the boomerang. You know, he doesn't have nothing.
It's true, but you can't hit wisps with it when you're hitting a beetle guard.
That's true. Oh, and also, by the way, he would have been dead in that TP if he wasn't Void Fiend, because he can just cleanse everything, and he cleansed multiple times to the Needle Takes and Bleeds, so that was a death on any other character if played that way.
He's getting a lot of use out of his Foreign Fruit as well, honestly.
True.
He's used it like on cooldown throughout this TP.
His Void Fiend does have a lot of healing, right, with his non-corrupted special. But you can get in a sticky situation really quick if you depend on that too much and find yourself corrupted in 10 enemies. So it's just kind of a special, but as an equipment, right?
Yeah.
It's very nice. This should be the stage where he loots up. I mean, he has the penny money from TP. He's clearing the Void Seed. I'm hoping he picks up some items here.
Void Seed is down. He's opened up his first Radle, and it is Wungus. Well... There's another one, fortunately. And it is
interesting if
Void
anyone
Crit.
Picks that up.
Alright, that is not the Void Seed to go into. A little bit unfortunate.
You skip stage 1 and 2 items to be the first one to the Void Scene, and you get these items.
It's painful. There is an extra life,
unlucky.
though, that Snack just found. It's on the other side. If you look at the TP, it's on the other side of where the Void Seed is from TP. It's like right just at the end of the bridge. Right in that little corner, so I don't really know if anyone's gonna find that.
You
have to go over there.
It's a classic. You clear the Void Scene, only shit voids, and then you go anywhere else, and there's a natural spawn, and it's just a great item. Like, what did I clear this for?
Unfortunately, that Void Seed is pretty tempting to go for, right?
Yeah.
It has 2 Void Cradles. It's like it's almost done by the time you finish TP. So
I think everyone's gonna go for it and pay tax, essentially tax to the bad voids. Oh, actually,
Big D finds
Snack taking the Wungus.
Interesting.
Picking it up. Maybe saying my damage is not coming from crit this run. Like Snack has potential for view corruption, right? The tactical death. So maybe they were thinking, I die anyway. I'm gonna go for procs and not focus too much on crit. Just give me the healing.
I hope that like if they find a band, they decide to, you know, use the Plarva and then pick up the band or something like that. That would be perfect. Losing some speed here to this rat printer though.
That's unlucky.
Noxious Thorn for Goji. Yeah, if they go in.
So everyone is bound to lose their speed. If they ever found it. Looking at Brian.
Brian, first one to Siren's Call as well. Looks like Goji's the only one without the Pluribulent Larva, which worries me. It's usually always the one without the Plarva that needs it, right? In these, for some reason.
Yep.
So, there was a potential that no one else opened, actually. Everyone missed that, I think.
And Snack just sees it as he leaves. That's unlucky.
Yeah. This is going to be definitely a stage for Brian. He doesn't have as much AoE because of the gas. Oh, it's a crit printer. Oh.
Ooh.
So
that makes the Wungus actually not too terrible.
That's fine then. I think. Like,
yeah, it's nice healing. You want to stay corrupted anyway with the crit, or you are gonna stay corrupted. But they did not kill themselves for the polyloot, and they are gonna get a lot of white crit.
I would have loved to
Essentially,
see like polyloot with full crit here.
It's actually impressive how it happened immediately after you said it.
Oh, and they died right after they picked up the crits.
No.
And that's full. That's full void crit, man.
Oh, that's a caster curse. I don't know, man. It's played out exactly as you said it might.
You know, I mean.
Well, at least they're not gonna print more crit before dying here. I assume they would have gotten more, but this is tough now.
At least they have a polyloot. But man, that's brutal. They just lost their whole build and lost the chance to get the build they wanted completely.
Okay, here's the good thing though. Brian also did not suicide and picked up crits, so he's gonna have the same fate. Can't use the polyloot. Goji doesn't even have the plover to begin with, and we have yet to see what Big D does. But 3 out of 4 people, at least, not going for the polyloot here.
Oh, but Big D picking up that watch, I don't think they're gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, it's unlikely now. I mean, they should still print crit.
Of course.
They can print crit and then kill themselves and then pick it up.
Yeah, and they might just lose the watch that way to crit, which would be fine. Just leave it on the ground and then jump. We'll say, I mean, there's so much potential. Like, especially like polyloot with electric boomerang with full crit. Like, that could have been
this damage
a
is
build.
It's insane.
I know that Big D sees the crit printer. Obviously, it's right here.
Yeah.
So the fact that they waited is kind of interesting. Either they don't want to lose what they have, which is like gas and speed before the teleporter, which is maybe fine, actually, just doing it after anyway. Or like in antlers and stuff. I mean, they do have some decent things, but it's just like how much they value crit. The 2 people going adaptive chest at the same time. Unfortunately, Snack got a... They both did the same thing. They both missed the same speed item and got the stun. Oh my god.
That's the new generation.
They're
crazy.
Screaming
Together a lot. I saw Ryan coaching Snack before his first race.
How do you do that, man? How do you do that?
That is what they've been cooking, man.
Oh, dude.
It's interesting though. Brian skipping ahead stage 1 and 2, but now everyone's in the same situation essentially. Brian just with less items. He's missing like 8 items raw. Not even judging good or bad, but generally good now. So
he got a froster. Like, he should just be going more into the crit though. He has 2 stakes, 2 stuns. You do not need stun grenade when you have electric boomerang, right? So like, just send it.
I guess just likes his speed maybe. It's his only speed. He's not gonna lose this one by the way, because the energy drink was lost early on by the others.
Yeah, he's not getting crit.
Damn.
Well, it was a choice, obviously. It wasn't like it was an accident, so we'll see where it takes him.
And maybe he forgot, actually, because he was shaking his cam at the end there. I don't know. Let's see. Adaptive chest, top right. Oh, Big D just settling for an early gas. Oh, that's smart, actually, leaving the gas on the ground in case they're going to lose it to the crit printer. And I expect full crit here, to be honest. I think they have the most white items. Picking up a lot of...
Alright, Goji going adaptive?
As well.
If they get the stun, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. What is happening, dude? What the fuck?
They are all... No reaction time. They're all washed, dude. What am I looking?
I actually can't even believe it. What did Big D get? I don't even know what they got. Did they just like...
I think they got early gas.
Oh, right, okay.
Did they even pick it up? I don't think they forgot to pick it up, I think.
I don't know.
No, they didn't. Never mind.
Okay.
That is...
Jesus. I don't
I
notice
guess we
that.
seeded our race's reaction time as well to make it even more fair.
My God.
Ooh.
That's...
Brian on the TP already. That's a mending brass contraption.
Yeah.
Hard.
There's a feather on Snack as well, and Brian. They both got it. I was distracted.
printer?
Oh, it was a printer.
Damn.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, it's printer.
Like they don't have any
Brian
greens
has it as
really
well,
worth
I think.
keeping. I mean, I would love to see the Uke be kept, but I think Brian lost it. So.
No, Brian has it.
Oh, does he still have it?
It's just so early.
Oh,
his
yeah. Sorry, I looked right at it and I just like didn't see it.
It's the most beautiful item, though. How can you miss it? Anyway, Brian, very scaring me a bit here. Lost his bottle.
Lost his watch.
Lost
He needs
his
to
watch.
basically just not stand there in M1. He needs to keep moving. You know, kind of spritz the M1 a little bit, throw out the M2s, but don't greed. Not when they're all off cycle like that as well. It can get really scary. Holy, Big D going right into the Elder, but stunning it with the electric boomerang. So you can like perma stun Elders with just one. It's kind of insane. Oh no! Ooh, they did get frozen by the Glacial Elder there, but they used their Foreign Fruit and they got pushed a little bit behind one of the teleporter prongs, so they did not die.
Nice.
That was close. That almost could have been a death. I'm impressed though. No one has died yet.
You see everyone essentially in the exact same place, either doing the TP or standing on the TP.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Big D is looking by far, not by far, but Big D is looking the best. I think
9 crit. Yeah.
Still up the extra life. Just looking very good overall, I think. I'm not sure who I'd choose after that. Snack having, 6 void crit, Brian lacking items, and Goji not even having the Dios. I think if Big D doesn't do anything, doesn't throw, it's between these three to crown one winner to move on.
Mm-hmm. With how close it is, it's...
Anything can happen.
I'm on the edge of my seat, man. We have to eliminate 2 people after this.
And it's still so close. No one's died yet. No one has actually died yet, which is very nice. And also, if Big D dies, that's 9 crit gone. That's just half of his white items just doing nothing on Mithrix.
Everyone finding the wings across from TP here, across the rock bridge, except Goji. We'll see if they find it after. Like, hopefully they scout that multi-shop and see it, because without that, I mean, we're in trouble. It looks like Big D's the first one leaving to the moon.
Is this the first time that Brian wasn't the first one to leave the stage? I don't know who got to stage 5 first. I think it was Brian, right? Because he was doing the TP first.
Mm-hmm.
So, caught up. Big D's there.
It's crazy that Brian has 4 stun grenades and an electric boomerang. There's an afterburner on Snack. It's like right around the corner from the TP. Ooh. And getting the ATG as well. Really nice. Looks like Brian just found the afterburner as well. So that's a little bit faster pill skip here. Still waiting on Goji to find these wings, find the afterburner or something. Looks like they're going right for the shop though. Good.
Man, if Big D dies, he has nothing. He has a polyloot. That's and the expansion thing he also has, but that's only really doing anything in phase 2, 3. That's scary. I mean, if he doesn't die, then it should be pretty quick, but
it is scary though. I mean, not even an ATG.
Elimination on the line.
Yeah.
No backup.
Nope. I mean, at least everyone has feathers, which makes Mythic's fight a lot easier. I mean, it's just so much easier just to stay in crit for Big D as well, right? Just stay in corrupted form, just keep jumping around Mithrix's head.
But to stay in... Yeah, you always need to be close.
Mm-hmm.
So, need to be careful to... I mean, even if they get out of corrupted form, they get in immediately again, so... Should be fine.
Everyone on the moon, though. Well. Everyone, like, on the moon within, like, a couple seconds of each other. I mean, it could go any way from here.
And honestly, I like Goji's and Brian's. Well, actually, I like all of them. 2 of them fun in ATG actually. Brian and Snack.
Yep.
Just Snack still without the crit. I think having the hardest fight, but the polyloot. I mean, you can see what's better: half crit on the bottom screen, or the polyloot on top left.
All right, Big D starting the fight first. This should be fine. It's just I'm kind of worried that they have no large scale multiplication for the crit. They have the electric boomerang and they have a watch, but they don't have like AP rounds with it or anything like that. And Cranston isn't really going to activate without being in phase 3 or without killing another enemy either. So, which I don't really think they're going to do.
It's just slow steady damage.
Yep.
There's not going to be any big bursts happening. It's just press M1 and try not to get swung by the hammer. Like that.
Yeah.
And they, like, Big D doesn't have any movement speed, right? Like, the antlers, yeah, but you're not picking it up all the time, so pressing M1 there so slow, Mithrix dashes out of it so often. It's frustrating. Always
I mean, while Mithrix is jumping, they should be going for the Antler Wisps as much as they can. It looks like Brian died here using the Plarva, getting Polyloot Plasma Shrimp.
Ooh, true, but also almost died again immediately after, so need to be careful here.
Honestly, with their 3 crit, though, I think this is a better build.
Yeah.
So,
true,
than the 3 crit.
But he's going to be uncorrupted a lot here, I think.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wonder how he died. He has Afterburner and 2 feathers, or 1 feather.
Maybe died on purpose. I don't know. Maybe he thought, my damage 3 crit isn't too hot. Let me see how this other damage is.
It's possible. I just wasn't watching it.
Can ask him after. Big D almost done with phase 2, as everyone else is. They're all halfway through phase 1, man.
Yeah.
They're like synced up.
Meanwhile,
their clocks are all synced up as well. This is just...
Yeah. Big D is just starting phase 3 right now. Actually building up some chronic expansion stacks right before the fight to get some good multiplicative damage.
Nice.
This is really nice. If another... I mean, as long as he keeps attacking, he's good, right?
And if during pizza, Mithrix doesn't dash nowhere, that's just M1 for life.
A really good use of the expansion.
Does it go away if you keep attacking? No, right?
You have to attack something, I believe.
Yeah. You only build it up by killing, but as long as you attack, it stays, I think.
And look at this, just free M1 damage, not going down of corruption at all because of 10 crit. Beautiful.
Looking at everyone else, you can look at any of their screens and it's just the same thing happening.
It's the same thing. They have the same health bar on all of the enemies doing the whiffs, same time on their clock. I have no idea who's gonna win or not.
It feels so bad to eliminate 2 of these 3 when they're all doing the same thing.
They're doing so well.
Gotta give it to Big D though.
Really good job.
About to finish Mithrix here. Nice.
I really feel bad because Snack would have had, a pretty good build too, but just died right after putting the crit,
Gotten nuked by Larva.
It was
a
bell.
HP to nothing. Oh, was it? I
was
saw
a
Larva
gilded bell,
descending on them as well. Oh.
Just chunked them.
Alright, Big D has the plus V back, so is not going to lose more time on this.
Really good job for Big D. Give it up for Big D.
Another fast run.
Really good.
Claps. Did
All
we
right.
only have 30s today?
Yeah, probably.
Like real time?
Yeah.
It's the new era. That is what the patch does.
Oh, Goji.
Goji actually the first one in phase 3.
Yeah. Oh my god. Goji knocked themselves back with that M2 and they almost knocked themselves back into the shockwave, so that kind of scared me.
Also, what I only see Goji doing right now is making use of the Warbinner. I don't even know if the others... Yeah, they have Warbinners. So that's nice.
Really
nice
good Warbinner usage. That's Warbander's invisible to a lot of players, right? Because you just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So the fact that
It's
they
just
are
ingrained as a useless item.
yeah.
Ooh, Goji sent flying there. But half an HP bar ahead right now.
Which is really good. Who is gonna join Big D in the next loadout, man? Oof. This is exciting.
It is.
It might be Goji if they keep it up.
Yeah. But Goji doesn't have a plus V, so any pizza slice here could be immediate death. No Wecco, no
Those-
Opal, no spaces. Oh, and
those
that's
hammer
a hammer
swipes.
Ooh,
Too. They're scaring me.
they
Jump
are
back to the middle.
scaring me
This
as
should be the
well.
last pizza phase for Goji though before they finish it up.
They should have it,
Meanwhile,
right? There's-
Snack and Brian are catching up right now though. The thing is though, Goji. Okay, Goji got into phase 4, so as long as they don't die phase 4.
Yeah, I think Goji has it. They all have similar movement speed, equipment, time. Should be
Man.
Goji's. And it's the crit, reigning supreme. Goji only getting 4, Brian getting 2 and then dying, or like getting 3 and then dying.
Mm-hmm.
Snack unfortunately taking the death immediately after. As
I feel
we've said,
so
like,
bad
5
for
times
Snack,
now.
man.
I think Snack would have had it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's 7 crit. Like they're still almost as fast as Goji with 7 void crit. I mean, Goji isn't even done yet. Goji's still on the phase 4. There is no phase 4 skip here, right? No. Okay.
Okay, I was running Big D right now, actually. Hey,
Yeah,
Big D.
true.
Yo, hello.
You gotten first by a good amount here,
Nice.
so you're going on to the next one. Congratulations. You printed crit, and you didn't die with the crit in your inventory, so...
Yes, I
What
was
you-
very
what-
cognizant of that fact, and I was very scared of that fact.
Brian, what? Oh, Brian. Okay, I thought Brian died, but he just paused after finishing the fix.
Poor Snack
But yeah.
printed like 7 crit and then died immediately at the printer while doing it.
No.
So
It's costing him life.
yeah,
Goji is gonna get second on the ship. Snack just going there and Brian finishing up phase 4. But honestly, it was so close the entire time.
this is one of the
Up until
closest
stage
races
five.
we've
Missing
ever seen.
Afterburner.
Everyone was doing the same, and then on Mithrix, 3 people just had the same fight. The bar was going down at the exact same rate at all times. Just in phase 3, Goji managing to get ahead by half an HP bar and winning off of that. That's just the smallest of differences.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I
Absolutely
missed
insane.
a lot, apparently. I see the ATGs and afterburners. Where were those?
it was all right around the corner from teleporter.
Stage
ATG and Afterburn were
Stage
both right
4
there.
or
5.
Stage 5?
Sorry.
Stage
Okay.
5. Yeah.
All right.
But claps for everyone in the chat. Like, no, I think no one from these 3 deserved to be eliminated here.
It's just how it
For
is, though.
having pretty much the same run, just minor differences, and yeah.
They did an
Give
amazing
them a
job.
clap. Give them a GG. They did very well, and I'm sure they don't feel too good after this, but make sure to cheer them up and give them your support anyway. They played very nice.
All right, let's
Hello.
bring Goji. Hey, you are going forward, Goji. Congratulations.
Oh, let's go. Man, if you used that tone and then told me I was losing,
GG's.
I would have been tilted.
That's dude,
Oh,
that was crazy. Watch this one back. It was so close.
Watch
so
this
nice
one
back.
match.
It was
What place did I get?
Second,
Ah,
within a minute of 4th.
whoa.
Yeah.
Who won?
all right.
Me.
Big D.
So
Big D? Okay. that's what I thought.
Snack and Brian, welcome in, guys. Unfortunately, you two have been eliminated. I'm sorry. Listen, this was one of the closest races I think we've ever seen all the way through. I just want to talk about this with you guys, how close it was the entire time. Big D was a little bit ahead because they printed more crit and they didn't use the Parva, but all 3 of the rest of you, up until even phase 2 Mithrix, were at the exact same time, at the exact same health on the phase 2, like, health bar. Like, you guys were doing the same thing the entire time. And it was only seconds difference, so you guys did an amazing job. Like, That was crazy. That was
GG. Thank you for this, man. It was such a. I had so much fun watching this.
It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
Thanks for the great show.
I'm glad it was close. I feel like I was playing so good during Mythics. Like I was doing so much like Warbanner optimization during that fight.
And that's what
You
really
were-
put you ahead, actually, I think. So
Might have. It was. Yeah. Everyone played very nice. So. Was
That's awesome.
minor
GG's,
things
guys.
making differences here.
and I know it sucks to be eliminated, especially when you played so well, all of you, but like on it doesn't even feel good to eliminate anyone there because it's like everyone did so good, you know? So I apologize, but that is the essence of a tournament. Of course, unfortunately. Let me switch to something real quick. Kay, can you check to see if our next players are ready?
I can, yeah. Also, do you want me or Disputed casting the next one?
Let's get Disputed in. Just bring him back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
refill my water.
I don't
Just
like
take
you
1
either.
minute.
Okay. Let's check out the website real quick. Okay. Let me look at the bracket real fast. Doop, doop, doop. Just mere seconds on everybody's time. That was just wild. All right. Let me go check out the over bracket. So it looks like on our next loadout here, we have Cabbage, Ruddy, Big D, and Goji playing. So exciting, exciting. And then afterward, we get to see Kay, Faku, and then the two winners of Railgunner. So let me set up the next loadout, though.
All right, I'm in. I'm casting.
Oh, you're
I'm
in? All right. Hey.
Should I go to my racer hole?
Yeah, get in that hole.
Yep.
All right.
We'll
Good
tell you guys
luck.
when to start.
Love you.
All right, I have to do some editing here, so distract us
Cool.
for a bit, Cap.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Been a long time actually since I've casted, but this tournament has been awesome. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. It's been pretty close
Very close.
all the way through. Big D with the super crit print was huge. I've been rooting on Big D. Big D's always been really solid, even in the host league. Seeing him start out. So we got? We have K. No, not even K and Faku. They're straight to the final.
Yeah.
Cabbage Ruddy, Big D, Goji. Oof. I don't know. On Railgunner.
On
Oh
Railgunner.
man, that's scary. Big D on Railgunner. Big D has Gauntlet world record right now? On both? Is it? Let me double check this. Gauntlet world record, Void DLC, and not for Seekers. No time submitted, but does have a 16-minute Railgunner.
That's gross.
With the Void DLC. So Big D could be doing some good things here. I think we have the lesser mines. We do. So they're not gonna be pushing as much since the cryo mines are kind of just not great for speed. No free easy pillar skips.
Can you ask Cabbage if he has like a new stream link or what he's doing?
All right.
Thank you. But I mean, as far as like history has shown, Cabbage has always been a strong railgunner as well. So, yeah.
He said it should be the same one.
All right. Is he live?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I
actually don't have a link either for the stream.
I know. I'll get you one.
Yeah. At least Cabbage's quality got fixed in the second loadout because holy,
That
was
was
horrible.
That was interesting.
Dropped like 8,000 frames or something.
It was
like
80,000, I think.
that.
All right, thank you, Cabbage. All right, I got the new Cabbage stream link because
Cool.
YouTube
It's
is
awesome.
cool. Yeah, sick. All right, it looks like I think I'm set up. I just have to double check. Here is your link, Cap.
Cool.
And then Cabbage,
All
Big
right.
D, ready, Goji. All right.
2 more loadouts.
Last
Down
two.
to it.
So reminder, this next loadout we're doing right now has we're gonna eliminate 2 more people. So
Yep.
and they know it, you know. Let's head over to the loadout, and I think if you just tell them we're ready to start, let's start.
Okay.
Oh, can you feel that tension in the air, chat room? It's time. It's getting down to the finals. We're here. These are the finalists of the loser brackets, and we'll see who gets their second chance and gets out to the winners final. Oh, I'm excited.
All right.
I love a good tournament, dude.
Dude, this one's turned out to be so good too. Everyone's so competitive. It's awesome. Even the people who left are still like amazing. It's crazy.
Dude, we've had a few tournaments in the past, and you know, it's just never been this close. I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Last loadout, eliminating Snack and Brian was like, they didn't even
Yeah, they
deserve
both
that,
did
man.
so good too.
Like
literally a minute from second place.
in any normal
Not
loadout
even.
race, that probably like with how well they're playing, they probably would have like earned a win, you know? But
Yeah,
it's just how it is.
brutal. Yep.
So Railgunner here, we have the default M2, we have Polar Mines, which means, you know, if you rely a lot on movement with Railgunner here, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to, on, you know, your habits, I guess. And we have
Yep.
Supercharge, which means that we could
Rough.
have a really fast Mithrix fight, but for everywhere else, it's like, I don't know, maybe
Yeah, the
okay
mobility
for
is scary.
Yeah.
Because like at least with the other mines, you could use it for mobility while you're like, where you can't use any of your skills because of the supercharge. But here it's like, what are you gonna do?
It's tough. And we have Verdant, we have Aqueduct actually, RPD again, which I don't think we'll really need Prion on this loadout. And then we have Siren's Call again. We've had a lot of Sirens today. And then Sky Meadow again. So,
All right, not horrible.
it's not bad. It's really just that mine that's gonna trip everyone up, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Everything else is Railgunner.
Yeah, as long as
Potential
you could
bans,
aim.
but they'll probably just look for the God Pot. If they don't see that or something like really simple, then they're probably just gonna pass, I would think.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially without the mines, like, what are you gonna do? You know?
Well, and the mines, do they work as they used to? Even
On
with
KCC, I think they do.
I thought they like flew across the entire stage, or that might be without it.
Might be that, because I think they reduced the mass of the
remember.
pots on vanilla. That's why I like.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see though. I agree with you. I don't really
Yeah.
think they're gonna roll pots unless there's God pot though.
Yeah. Even though it'd be so good with the supercharge and just railgunner in general.
Just one shot.
It's so
Mithrix.
tempting to get that roll, and I think Ruddy might do it. One of the old heads that's still like power rolling. But I know you got burnt on it last race.
Okay,
He's
well,
trying to power roll and lost some time.
I will say Ruddy does not enjoy pot rolling, but Ruddy does pot roll more than most.
Yeah. He's just good at it.
Yeah.
So he knows he can try.
Yeah.
But
it's so funny seeing like, you know, all the older racers do that, and then all the new ones just like, I don't even know how to roll it. Like,
yeah, and it's a waste of time, so I'm just not gonna do it and win. And like, okay, fine, fuck you.
All right, I guess. You don't have a little fun? Come on, roll a little pot.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking...
Yeah. A little chronic going.
Yeah. Looks like there's nothing like too
By the way,
amazing
we
this
have-
stage, but actually, never mind. I was
Yeah, the
wrong.
watches. Opal
I'm looking
Antlers,
at
really
Cabbage.
good items.
Cabbage has everything. I was I
Yeah.
looked at Big D and I was like, it's all right, but I was like, I'm wrong actually.
Yeah.
All those are good anyway.
Yeah, Cabbage getting everything good out of that stage, and out first, the usual.
Another ignition tank. We've seen a lot of ignition tanks today.
The Antler's crazy though for just survivability. I feel like with Railgunner, especially without the other mines, like this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They have speed to survive at this point with the Antlers.
As long as they keep it up, keep getting the wisps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The DML on everyone but Cabbage. Don't know how much that'll come into play. There is Siren, so maybe a boss skip situation, but I don't know.
I don't really think
It's a
anyone's
little
gonna
early.
do that though. Anyway, with
Yeah, at least with
Railgunner, it's
Railgunner,
like,
you can like snipe the eggs quick,
mm-hmm.
but it's
I don't
still
know.
like kind of like pot rolling, where it's almost just a waste of time at this point.
It depends. Like, I just think with Railgunner, most people are just thinking like, how fast can I push this right now? I can go so fast. I don't want
Yeah.
to spend like even a
And you
second
don't need much.
shooting an egg. You know,
Yeah.
even though like might be crazy. It might just be like the best fucking red item in the game, which is
Yeah.
any of the new ones. It feels like so.
Yep. Ready to get in the watch. Really low health though. Any hit will break that watch.
That is scary. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Lemurians were just like ganging up on him. Prayer
Maybe
beads
fall
from
damage?
TP2.
Who knows?
So prayer beads are kind of just like the most boring item I've ever seen, right?
It's fine. You can if you like scrapping.
Yeah,
It is just
But,
a
like,
better
that's it.
infusion though.
I guess. But I'd
Yeah.
rather kill things to earn the infusion than like scrap an item, you know?
Yeah, but in a race you can't farm infusion.
Yeah, for the races it's actually better than infusion for sure. I
Yeah.
guess I was more thinking just normal runs.
Normal run, yeah, it's just like an infusion, you don't really need to charge.
But they also don't want to scrap like ever usually. But I guess this will incentivize them to get to that scrapper and just get rid of a couple things.
Might be worth
Could
it.
be helpful. Yeah. Instead of gambling on random items, you can already have that scrap under your belt
Mm-hmm.
or something good.
Where is Ruddy's Titan? Oh, he's just like keeping it because he wants to keep charging. I see.
Yeah.
Thought it just
Super
spawned him.
smart.
I don't really see people doing that enough, right? Thing about the Titan, it doesn't
Yeah.
shoot with the laser unless it's like under what, like 97% health or something. So keep
Yeah,
it.
something like
Just
that.
leave it, you know, for a
Mhm.
second. Like if you're worried about it, just don't hit it. That's fine.
And then do already did and concentrate real quick and get it done
Get it
without
done.
having all the other enemies.
There is a gas on this side of the map. Cabbage just picked it up. That would be nice for
Alright.
Big D, who has the ignition tank, especially during just like the upcoming teleporters. Like I'm thinking of Sirens as well.
Mm-hmm. Energy drink on Cabbage and Goji. Goji also just
Oh.
getting that gas.
There is a Shrine of Shaping on this map, unfortunately. So that means just like not really
Minus
anything
50?
spawn.
Is that what
Yep,
it is?
it's minus 50 credits, and this map
Damn.
has just over 200. So you lose about a fourth of the potential items of this map just from one spawn.
Yeah,
Insane.
that's tough. Like, you might as well hit it since it's there, but then you're like, okay, well, we can push this even faster since we know there's not going to be as many items. I mean, it's worse than a TC spawning in. That's crazy.
It's worse, yeah, it's more expensive. And on a stage that has fewer credits, so
Yep.
it's tough.
Yeah, the least credit stage too because of the bans, and they're not even getting the bans.
Nope, they're probably just going to pick up like 3 items this stage, to be honest, and then
I don't
leave
think
it.
anyone even scouted for plates, not even a little bit.
There was one near spawn over near like one of the small rocks near the gate.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know where the other one is. Doesn't even
Okay.
matter
Yeah.
at this point.
We got some pre-on gang situations. Maybe they're going to go for that. There is Gopus, or Exopus on Cabbage.
Okay. Do you think...
Kind of just speed at that point.
Honestly, I don't mind Gopus here.
It's solid. And then maybe potentially getting enough movement speed like a fuel cell or something for a pillar skip, but that's kind of sketchy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Unless they find a
potentially
feather.
dangerous. There is a Void Crow at the top of the map near teleporter. It might be a Saber Spaces. We'll see. It
They
looks
do all
like
have Opal, so that's good.
Goji did go for the Prion. I don't really see anyone else going for it, though. A little bit surprised,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't think DML's that good. But
It looks like it's the upper spot, maybe?
yeah.
Well, I think they just know they have enough time anyways. It's literally only 8:30. They still have
Yeah,
a
it's
minute
no
and a half to
rush.
get to it. Yeah. Worry about it later. TP is right next to it.
And from TP drop, we get a chance stall. There is a chance shrine right below TP. So we could potentially
Cool.
see some cool item drop out of it. We already saw a planial out of a shrine today, so who knows?
So that'll upgrade an item like randomly, or what does it really do?
It basically just pulls from another list of items that are only red and
okay.
green, and then have the 0.1% chance of a boss item or something.
Right. So it's almost like if you're looking for equipments, you don't
want it.
You didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
Dang.
especially if you're like short on speed and equipments or something like that. It's something that could kind of turn against you.
Big D breaking an elixir. Still has the watches.
But at the same time, I feel like the new reds are so strong that it's just kind of worth
it's almost still just worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the new
Growth
greens
Nectar
too,
or
like
War Bonds did pretty solid for
Runic Lens
the first
is
loadout.
crazy.
Is that one crazy? I haven't gotten that one yet.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to read the logs, and some of the logs are so bad. I couldn't understand what the hell. There's like 4 of them.
Ooh, Void Crit unfortunately out of the cradle. Okay,
But you
well,
picking it up anyways. Lysate on Ruddy too. That's actually huge.
Shrine of Order.
There is one.
Yeah.
Are there any printers?
No, I don't think so.
Well.
I don't even think they'd want any one of the items they have anyway. Besides watches,
Yeah, they
maybe?
just have
But,
like a solid variety. Here.
Imagine you got like full beads, then you scrapped all of them, and then you got like a ton of stats or something. Though.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I hope someone goes after the Chant Shrine though. It looks like Goji specifically did not, which is a fair play because they saw that there was some other stuff over here. It looks like Cabbage is the first one to stage 4. We'll see how that
about to
goes.
follow. Oh, Big D's not gonna find the Lysate, I don't think. Goji getting it now. Complete other side of the stage.
Just not wanting to break that watch though, so having to kind of just wait here.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Big D choosing Prion. Cabbage taking the Gorax Opus with a fuel cell, like I said.
It's good.
That is potential for some kind of pillar skip, but it is gonna be scary without like a feather just in case. I don't know if they're practiced on it.
Ooh, there's a Sail Star right at the start of stage 4. I love Sail Star seeding in the races as well. They really open up some like interesting choice. Like you can really set yourself apart from your competitors just by choosing a different chest or just chest type. So
Cabbage is reading what the antlers do because there's a printer on this stage. It's like, should I go into this? Let's read. Let's learn the items, I guess. That's how I felt this morning. First time playing the update.
It looks like he is. He did his research and he realized
how handy that the
idea.
logbook thing is right there, because without that update, he wouldn't know what it does until you printed it.
Oh, and there's a fuel cell out of the Chant Shrine for Ruddy because of the Chant Stall. Got the effect of that one.
Lysate.
I was
also
wanting
Lysate.
Hopu for years to do the logbook in game thing, so I'm really glad that Gearbox did. That's such a
Goji.
good onboarding move. Yeah, it's a minus watch. There's almost
Taking the whole Vagrant Flurry.
Please.
Oh, and the larva.
Yeah.
What can you do at that point? Man, tough.
Oh, poor Goj, man.
And Goji just started.
And look at this. Big D's in a similar situation. Also a +5.
And dies. Wow. During the TP.
Dude.
Yeah, I think the Gorax Opus, again, I think it's just the right play, that movement speed, and being able to clear out small enemies with your M1 is really impactful.
I don't
Big D
mind
already looking
Goji's.
dead again, yep.
Yeah.
Big D dead. All right.
+5s are
Ready
flowing.
Cabbage leading the pack.
It's always Sirens, man. This map is something else. I was kind of worried. I was hoping they'd get more stuff by this point, but stage 2 didn't have anything because that's just how it was. And then, Big D.
Oh, Big D again. Yeah, just
Big
no
D,
speed at this point.
Big D was using their M1 there. They should have just been using their M2, shot the jellyfish.
Yeah.
A little bit of...
Get them out of your face real quick.
Yeah, too comfortable with that
And even
one.
with Big D's gas ignition tank, not really playing around it too much. It seems like that's a pretty easy solution for most TPs. They also lost the watches. Yeah, there's not much damage multiplication going around.
Brutal, man.
Uke from TB2, and we saw Cabbage scrapping the prayer beads
Look
inside
at
the
that.
TP.
Hell yeah.
So got the buff for that. Huge.
Everyone should just do that. Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I would
We'll
hope.
probably see the scrapper. Yeah, it's really
Goji
visible.
pulling an ATG out of the adaptive chest this stage, while the enemies were just
Dang.
like everywhere. It was like the third one as well.
Super easy to find then. See if anyone else can get it.
Looks like Ruddy
Cabbage
also
out.
scrapped the beads. Ruddy halfway through the teleporter, but looks like they're gonna leave soon too, right behind Cabbage. I mean, I don't want to say that it's just gonna be Ruddy and Cabbage in the final, but they definitely have a very nice lead right now.
Yeah. The movement on Ruddy's still not the best. One antler and I guess the energy drink as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the antler printer.
Yeah. I think only
Mm.
Cabbage has seen that. And did he even go into it?
He
It's two
printed
now.
one.
Yeah.
But I mean, even one more is so nice.
Oh, and the triangle that goes off the cliff, Cabbage. Good job.
Oh, Cabbage. What did Cabbage lose from that? Why would you print? I mean, Cabbage had to have done that on purpose, actually. I don't even actually believe that
Yeah,
he thought he'd get it.
There's no way. There's no cope in the world to make you think that that's going to land on the ground.
Oh, it was just a scrap. Yeah, he did that
Scrap.
on purpose. There's no way.
All right. Well, there might have been a better green printer, though, so we'll see. Still
I
start
mean-
on the large chest. Nothing
Ooh.
great.
Yeah, well. Another chance, though. Maybe there's a shrine. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's a 50% chance of getting a green or red, so.
Yeah, it could be crazy, actually.
All right, Ruddy's out at stage 5 as well. I hope Goji can avoid another death here on the stage. Sadly,
Yeah,
I just
Goji
think
still has a chance for sure, but Big
Big
D,
D's.
unfortunately, 3
Like,
plus 5s is rough on
3
Railgunner.
or 2 other people would have to die more than Big D, which is rough.
Yeah.
Especially already
I
at
mean,
stage 5. It's possible, though,
Yeah,
for sure.
It
It's
would be
just-
like
it's-
Mithrix deaths. A couple real quick can easily happen. No good minds on Railgunner.
Yeah.
We'll see. Ruddy knows. Ruddy knows. He's doing it anyways. They want it so bad.
all these content creators doing it for the content, dude. It's in their soul. It's in their spirit. Another Souls control unit for boss. Not bad. Especially with a wrap here and a razor wire for the ads as well.
Yep.
I want Goji to leave this stage soon, though. It looks like Goji... Oh, Goji's going for Awu.
Oh, nice.
They're
with
getting the
DML.
eggs
There it is. Oh, missed it though.
by like an inch.
Fuck. Just a
I'm
little
so
bit off center,
sad.
maybe.
Yeah.
Ah.
They deserved that
Sad.
to get the red, man, for how much work they put in. I'm
That'd
sad.
have been awesome.
I wanted to
All
know.
for an ages still.
Yeah, well. All right, now Koji's off to stage 5. Imagine how good that could have been,
Scrapping the
though.
prayer beads. The setup was there too. Unfortunate. Ruddy looking okay.
Gotta watch out for
Barely
these
dodging
gilded
that.
bells, too. These have taken some lives today for sure, so... Oh, our first knockback fin of the day. And I think that's a fun item on Railgunner, too. You can really
Breaching
get some...
fin.
Breaching fin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best item. Is it so you apply a debuff whenever it procs up to 3 times, and that
Mhm.
makes you do more damage to it, right?
Yeah, so you just start
Cool.
juggling an enemy.
Yeah. Sick. But they can only be juggled 3 times or something like that?
Yeah, and if you get more fins, it increases how many times you can
More
juggle.
juggles.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh,
Which means more damage.
Goge. That's another
Oh,
plus
and
5
Goji
for
had
Goji,
another plus 5. Now almost out of the race, but we'll see. Cabbage with an egg now.
That's gonna
Guess
be
the triangle anyways. The transmitter.
The transmitter is insanely powerful, so
With Opal already.
I don't... It's going to be really difficult for Cabbage to die, is the thing.
So what's better,
Goji...
spaces or the transmitter? Is it just the transmitter now?
It depends on the situation. And
Yeah.
to say that is crazy, but...
Yeah. Like, competing with spaces is wild.
It might... In a lot of situations, it might be better than spaces.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Wake of Vultures on Goji. Whoa.
Massive.
Cabbage on the
potential.
moon,
Here we go.
though. And Reddy's only 70% away through the teleporter, so still a little bit behind. But I mean,
Yeah,
they're
Big D
ahead
real time
of...
doing pretty solid.
It's just...
Ahead of Ruddy.
I wish we could scrub away those +5s.
Yeah.
Cabbage not taking the antlers out of the shipping request form on the moon, hoping for probably like a watch or something.
A little bit more damage. Crowbar.
Crowbar would have been very nice.
Ruddy done with the TP. I mean, if Ruddy just like plays a clean run from now on, he's chilling. So
Yep. But that's the challenge, right? Can you play a clean run?
yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
win?
without knowing that the others are in this position and they could be ahead of him and all this going through their minds.
You get in your head, man. You're just like, I gotta go fast. I gotta get in the top 2, you know? Otherwise, it's over. And then,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Cabbage.
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 Barely, you know, you got it with the Warhorn. Good.
Oh, dude. Okay.
But he also getting the combo, the egg and the transmitter.
Dude. That was really close. If that was not Real Gunner, that was not up.
We'll see if anyone does the egg clip. I know Faku remembered after a little bit of time loss to do the egg clip last run. We'll see if they can do it a little bit quicker.
All right, ready on the moon. Oh, Goji down to fall damage.
+5.
They had to just keep shooting.
Yep.
Oh,
Cabbage up.
it hurts. Well, again, anything could happen here, but it's looking pretty...
Yep. See how the damage is. Mithrix is flying.
Goji. Yeah, you gotta be careful of those flying Mithrix. I wonder if Cabbage has ever even used this item. He was probably like, why is Mithrix in the air?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in action. This is wild.
It's really cool, actually. I like it. It is bugged right now, though. It does a little bit more damage than it should. So
that's good.
Yeah, as with a lot of things.
Yeah. I did do a single run of normal Mithrix today, and I didn't get the breaching pin. That's like the main reason I wanted to do it, just to see how it worked. But at least we get to see it here.
It's really cool, actually, when you think about like the perfect run you'll need it, right? Like your captain, no speed, and you're like, all right, and then you hold your attack until he gets close, and you pop him over your head
without moving.
It's cool, man.
It is cool,
especially if you have like a multiplayer game, right? To save your friend, you pop up Mithrix over his head. How sick would that be, man?
Yeah, that'd be dope. And at least there's the stun. There used to not be the stun on knockback fin, right?
That was the problem, right? You knock up a golem above you, and then they would just shoot you. Like you just had to
the combo.
You're like, all right, well.
So the stun's good, but the unstunnable enemies will still not be stunned, obviously.
Yeah, Mithrix will still not.
Mithrix, parents, other boss enemies.
It's actually a little bit dangerous to use Breaching Fin on like a Titan, because if you knock them too far above you, they'll start lasering, and you're like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Gotta be a little bit careful.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta kind of jump with them or
Ruddy
something.
doing pillars.
Yeah, soul pillars. Second one right now. Almost done.
Okay.
They're using the polar mine so well, actually, right now. They're playing Matrix mode, just dodging the fucking orb. Oh god, that group is a lot. Okay, they're good. Man, really good job. I
Nice.
really don't see
Pretty clean.
anyone using the polar mine, and that was probably the best way I've seen anyone use it in a long time.
Yeah.
Did they change polar mine or something? I swear the projectiles used to be laggier in it. I don't know.
I don't know, but I figured it'd be more laggy with the update, so I don't know. They fixed
You
it?
think? All right, Ruddy's into the fights. Right now, Big D's going up, just taking a break on the tree with only 1 egg.
Yeah,
I like-
here the pillars are probably faster.
Yeah, I like the confidence in Ruddy for going for those. Like, just knowing
Yeah,
that
just-
he could
just
use
do it.
polar mine with the pillars, the solpos.
Cabbage dropping to
Also,
phase 3.
That's true. They do have a pseudo host skip with transmitter here. But I guess they just don't want to
true.
take the curse.
It'd be a single drop.
Yeah. And with like Opal and Echo and stuff, it wouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that in the future. I think they're just not used to it. I mean, it's still the first week of this new update. They all got to learn the new stuff. Oh, and look at that. Cabbage immediately going for the egg clip. A lot of time saved there.
And there we go.
Like he needed
Cabbage done. Mithrix is dead at like 24-20.
That's crazy.
Yeah, good run.
Yeah.
Unsurprising to me that Cabbage gets in the lead here, but
Yeah, we could have seen him just fluke die like he sometimes does, though, like in the last loadout. So
the rat.
then
Well,
he
there
could
was
pull
no
off.
blazing rat in the Mithrix.
Yeah.
Fight, so
Blazing rats on Railgunner are scary as hell. That's for sure. That'd have been GG's.
As soon as Ruddy kind of finishes up this fight, I'm assuming Ruddy does, I'll probably pull out the other two as well.
Yeah,
Just
Ruddy
so
can
he
have
can-
4 deaths under his belt and still get second place, unfortunately.
Ugh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
But it could happen, which is the craziest part.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me start editing things early then.
Oof, and Big D taking a chunk there. Yeah, I think Big D was just trying to be a little too aggressive early on and getting that +5 or 2 on. It was Sirens. Sirens is tough, man. Cabbage done.
All right, let's bring in Cabbage. Hello.
Yo, Cabbage.
What's up?
You won.
First place.
Okay. So
Yep.
Huntress next?
That is next, yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I start?
Yeah, go for it. Just right now. Just
Yeah.
no, don't.
Yeah, we'll just let's keep your perspective up there easy. Good job. I don't really think you.
Wait, I have a question for the teacher. Is unstable transmitter still a skip with a warped echo? Because I was scared.
Yeah.
Like skip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
was
was
talking
scared.
about that.
I knew if I died, I would just lose, like on the spot. So I
Not
hoped
even
that-
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you have over 25% health and you have the transmitter buff active, you will never die.
But even with warped echo?
No, you'll be fine.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought warped echo would like destroy me there.
No, because it'll just take a chunk out of your barrier. I don't think it would be a
Okay.
problem.
Well, I haven't tried it, so I wasn't gonna try it first time in a race.
Yeah.
No, I
Everyone's
don't
still
blame
getting
you.
used to the new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been like saved maybe like a minute.
Goji really trying to push this pillar skip, but I think it's pillar time.
Pillar skip? They're not in Mithrix?
No.
No. Goji 4+5s getting to the pillars now, and Big D 3+5s. Just starting phase 3.
So
They,
a guy runs to a rack and it's like the end of the world, but like after one regular, everyone's dying a million times.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Sirens was rough.
Was it? Oh yeah, I believe TP. Yeah, true.
Banned Cauldron, huge, massive.
Wow.
Why are they banned? What?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. Anyway, Ruddy
This is what we
finishes
have to
up
deal with,
phase
chat.
4.
Yeah, my bad.
I don't think Ruddy is gonna die 4 times on the ship, so
Nah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
So that means that Cabbage, Ruddy are going on to the final loadout versus K and Faku. That's
Finals.
that's gonna be a fun loadout with Huntress
It'll
as
be
well.
intense. Ready going
Can
into
you
the
repeat?
super consistent strat and getting
Wait,
into
who am
the
I? Who
finals.
is it? Ready,
Hey,
K, and
Faku.
who? Oh, Baku. Okay. Should be fun. Maybe.
Surely.
Yeah.
And reminder for the final loadout, whoever gets in first place on the final is the winner for today. The spots, the positions of the last loadout determine your place in the tournament. So
Sounds exciting. Crazy.
it is
We
exciting.
gotta really push now
Wow.
on Huntress.
Okay. I love Huntress. Is it triple blink?
No.
No.
Okay. Can
It's
I
like
concede?
it's like Flurry, Big Blink, and maybe you get Ballista. I'll have to check.
Flurry?
I think it was
Flurry is the
Ballista,
bad
right?
one, right?
Yeah, Ballista, Flurry, and
At least
the
it's
triple
Ballista.
Flurry.
Wait, is
Oh.
Flurry the bad one or the good
The
one?
crit one. The crit one.
Oh, no.
The bad one.
No.
But you'll get the crit printer, so it's fine. You're chilling.
Okay.
Surely.
Where is it?
Yeah.
It's
The
stage
same place
3.
in the Veen run.
Oh,
I
stage
didn't
4,
watch
right?
the Bean one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Same exact spot.
If it is in that same spot somehow through like cosmic fucking like people are gonna be like, what are you guys doing? Like
It's the wrong stage. We're good. For different stages. We're chilling.
All right, let's bring in Ruddy. You can inform.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, Big D's just on the ship, so it's fine. You just tell Goji then. Hey, Ruddy.
Hello.
So, unfortunately, you have to face off against Cabbage again in the final loadout. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of this guy.
Followed
invited
each
me?
other through the whole tournament. But, hey, Goj. Hey, Big D.
Hey, Rose.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Big D and Goji, you guys are being eliminated. I'm sorry. It was tough. Siren's Call just got you guys. Yeah.
That was it.
Both of you.
What'd you say, Scientologist?
Huh?
Siren's Collegist?
Oh, Siren's Call.
Hello?
I was like, man, what?
Yeah, I just got an email with.
Okay,
But
hold up.
you guys did good. It was fun. But I am going to
GG's.
chop you guys, unfortunately.
I don't think you guys missed anything really. Big
Nope.
D, you missed the Lysate on stage 2.
Mm.
That's kind of it though. You guys kind of all had the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Did everybody transmitter skip?
No.
No
No
one
Oh, I
did.
forgot about that.
No, I was scared, man.
We'll see you next race for sure though.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
it.
Who's casting
You
the
did
final
do
loadout?
it. You
by the
did
way?
do it.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Okay.
Go for it.
If that's chill.
You're in Goji.
Yeah.
Can we check to see if K and Faku are ready? Thank you, Cap. All right, stand up for the final loadout here. Ooh, it's been yeah. Lucky you, man. It's your prize for winning.
My 30-minute break. I'm lucky.
You don't have smokers
It's gonna be
breaks, sorry.
unpaid.
Unpaid?
Yeah, sorry. Just ran out of budget. Damn, Cabbage, you went fast that run though.
Yeah. Not for a railgunner, is it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like it's the character with a lot of damage. You just click the enemy, no?
See, the thing is,
Go
the
for
enemies always click me. Like, I can never figure that part out.
Air field will slow them down. Hope that helps.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So who we got here? We got K, Faku, Cabbage ready?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. When do we start?
When I am done setting everything up here, which is
Okay.
in a minute or two. I think I'm almost ready, but okay. I just need to change the event link. I'll send you the link, Goji, in a second.
Cool.
Let's see.
How do you guys feel about this loadout? You like it?
No.
Hate
We
it.
got some Huntress professionals in this lobby, and
Oh yeah, Kay is a wonderful huntress. Is Falcon much of a huntress?
I don't think as much.
Yeah.
But Cabbage can obviously play Huntress.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Cabbage is just kind of good at everyone. Tough.
That's flattering, but also wrong. I don't know how to play Seeker.
I don't know, man. You played Seeker yesterday and you got a pretty good run, so
Was it really?
yeah.
All right. I'm ready. So if you guys want to go and start in like 15 seconds, and then someone let Faku know that, and K that they can start, and we'll get to the last loadout. Good luck.
Yeah, have fun.
I will.
I'll go let them know.
Thank you. All right, chat. Final loadout of the tournament. This is the part where it's all or nothing. You have to get first. Otherwise, you don't win. So, all on the line right now. All right. Who do you got money on, Goj?
I mean Cabbage. It's hard not to bet on Cabbage. He's
It
just
is.
such a like you just see him play, he's so dominant. Like he's so quick to make decisions. Like he feels a step ahead of everybody. And sometimes he's a step ahead of himself almost. And then you know, that kind of bites him. But I think it's Cabbage's loadout to lose.
Fair enough.
Did you send me the link?
Oh, I didn't. 1 second. Fuck.
It's okay. I'm watching the stream right now. Oh.
Okay. I'll send it to you in half a second here.
Awesome.
All right, there you go. All right.
Thank you.
So many things I'm juggling right now with tournament OBS and things, so
yeah, you're doing great.
All right, so for the final loadout here, we have Roost, Offense Sanctuary, we have Scorched Acres, Abyssal, and for the first time today, we have Helmet Hatchery. So it's kind of like, it's kind of that cool climactic end to the tournament. You know, you get to see the new final stage.
Yeah, definitely. And Helmet is hard. That I think it's probably the hardest stage in the game, is how it feels to me.
Mm-hmm. There's an executive card on Ruddy. No one else has that.
Ooh.
And he's going after the House of Night Shrine as well, which is on the other side of the stage. It looks like Faku and Kay both found it. Cabbage is a little bit far away from not only that, but I think no one has any items, actually. This might just be a stage one without much going on for it.
So it's really interesting. This is like one of the few Halcyon shrines where it's really difficult to play, because often the Halcyon shrines on the island, you get a bunch of money and there's not items over here. So I think we'll see a lot of divergence in how much people loot this stage versus people just kind of like grabbing 1 or 2 items and then just immediately leaving, because you have to walk so far across the stage to get items here.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's really misleading as well, because most people think it's like, oh, it's a Roost, it's pretty small, but from end to end, it's quite the distance, actually.
Yeah. Picking up a transmitter in the I don't know what that thing's called.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Transmitter.
I don't know.
The shard. The transmitter is really nice, obviously. This is where we're gonna start to get to just a little bit more safety, right? As long as that buff is active, then we're good. Ruddy might use his card here for this.
With the shift.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the big thing I always say is just like, everyone's really used to playing with the triple bank it is the best, right? You have iframes everywhere. You get to move, dodge anything whenever you want. And with this one, you don't have the agency to do that all the time. You have to pick and choose your battles. So having just something that will just protect you no matter what, that's a good feeling. Kay did
Totally.
two tiers of the House Knight Shrine, just looking
Oh,
for more items,
interesting.
actually, just because there's nothing over here. I actually think that's an interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the idea because of exactly what I was talking about, where, you know, everything's stuck on the other side of the stage, but didn't get much out of it.
No, unfortunately not. It could have been a cool gamble, though, for sure.
Yeah.
There's another triangle as well in Cabbage's screen. And spawning right next to a try shop on stage 2. Reddy might be able to get some more value here. Reddy actually going for the TP here. Oh, never mind. Just curious on what boss it was, I guess. On the way
Yeah,
out.
and we see a few different equipment coming out here. We got Seed of Life on Faku, Gubo on Cabbage, and then the card on Ruddy. I think I really like Gubo out of these 3 equipment on this loadout, because I think damage is going to be a big issue. And if you can like throw out a Gubo and get like a couple ballista shots off the Gubo, it does a lot.
Yeah. There's also a crowdfunder that stage as well.
Oh, true. Yeah, I saw that.
There was a lot of different equipment. But it looks like Cabbage is going with the Gubo. It's interesting because Cabbage just have 1 bleed, which no one else has. So I would have almost been tempted to take the crowdfunder, but it is kind of tough because you do have to earn money from it, and it does mean less or fewer items, and that's not amazing, but...
Yeah, it's one of those things where once you have like a couple bleed, it feels like, okay, let me just pivot towards this. But with 1 at the start of the run, it's almost more risky than it's worth, I think, a lot of the time.
No, I agree. It's tough. And Cabbage going for a gas. Everyone has gas, which is really nice. Okay, already proccing the triangle. Mid teleporter here. Oh, it's a Vagrant. That does make sense.
Yep.
Gotta be careful about those.
Okay, going through a nightmare in real life right now. Nothing worse for
His
him than a Vagrant. Yeah.
The Vagrant's the big bad in his campaign.
Yeah.
There's a Runald's banned printer right next to TP.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, triangle be damned. We're getting some damage.
And yeah, I think so.
We're getting a Genesis loop from TP, which means we can't even get another band out of it, which sucks.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, Cabbage is going to have a little bit of an advantage here, being able to get either 2 bands or a band and keeping 1 triangle.
Yeah,
I think he'll probably opt for 2 bands just because you're really damage hungry on this loadout. But
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much people loot this stage with that there. If they try to find a couple extra greens.
And already did not like the gloop drop.
Yeah.
Maybe there is like a recycler nearby or something though. That could be quite an interesting reroll. Imagine someone gets a charge perforator or something.
Ooh. That would be big. That would be big. Okay, is looking all the way to the other side of the stage, finding a Squallop.
Another band?
And finding another band.
I mean, you still trade them for the others though, right? Even if it's a fire band, you just gotta...
I think if you get the high roll and you get 2 ice bands in a row, or
well,
then, you don't lose your band 2 in a row, then you keep the fire band.
Well, of course, but I mean, I think you still go for the print though.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, especially with the Lepton Daisy now, it's like, hopefully the band is kept last. We'll see. Oh, keeping the triangle is an option.
God roll here. Yeah, I was gonna say.
He greeted it.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it, and he's like, I don't know. I think it went all in. All right, interesting. That is a lot of damage though, and that's what we need. So.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of risky to take all damage and lose your little bit of survivability, but at the end of the day, if you can kill enemies, they're not going to kill you. So. Kind of just need that on this loadout.
Ruddy's going for the god roll here. Just getting all the bands and the transmitter.
Oh, nice.
There's a feather as well, and Cabbage has not gone into the printer yet. So that might be something that Cabbage doesn't go in it for. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think you kind of roll for it. At the end of the day, you have glaive jumping on Huntress, so you
Yeah.
have a really good defensive option that kind of replaces Feather.
Oh, there it goes.
But yeah, let me refresh.
And Cabbage is also going to keep the transmitter as well.
Mm.
Reminder, we do have printer seated, so everyone should be able to have that outcome, assuming they have like similar items or something. So, which is nice. Not getting robbed.
Yeah, everybody's really zooming.
Stage 3, we
For
see a
sure.
watch and a multi-shop found by K. Hope everyone gets that. I mean, we're going to start getting some damage. The teleporters aren't really that far away either, which is kind of nice. K's going to start first.
No.
I mean, K, very comfortable with Huntress speedrunning, so maybe some of that old intuition comes back here.
Definitely. Yeah, and just getting a couple damage items is going to make such a difference now, because instead of just multiplying your damage, you're multiplying 4 bands is what you're really thinking about, and 1 watch, 1 APR would be huge for the fight.
Another feather on stage 3 though anyway, right? Like at the end of the bridge, or the start of the bridge.
Ruddy is struggling with this Clay Templar though. Looks like he gets out of it. Triangle procs.
That's the thing about Triangle, as long as you have that buff up, you can get out of whatever. So like,
yeah,
you don't need to be too scared about putting yourself in situations that are bad if you have it and it's active.
Exactly. Getting a Ruckler out of there. Not a bad item on Huntress.
No, you're always sprinting. You should always be, except when you're like, you know, blister cleaving or something, but I'll be fine. I wonder how much.
Yeah, I kind of.
Go on.
Since I kind of doubt they'd loot this stage much.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how much they would. All they need is just a bit of damage scaling, and then they're good, and then maybe a pillar skip.
Yeah.
The thing about the stage is there are equipment multi-shops, so they might want to risk like jumping up to the top rim and just seeing if there is one or something. Could end up being like a vase.
Yeah, it's always funky because you can hop up there and like see that one void cradle, that one equipment try shop. But sometimes there's like kind of layers to it. It's like, do you want to hop up and check the top or like the second layer? And then there's so much behind. And it's so easy to get carried away doing that as well. And like you see one item and then you're like, just one more.
Though with this dash, I will say it does make it easier to traverse the layers up top if you do it.
True.
Already getting the watch and the crowbar. There's an alien head for K on the start of the bridge.
Cabbage finding it as well.
I mean, Cabbage's build is really nice. Having the feather. Oh, and there's the feather for K as well.
Yeah, I really like where Cabbage and K are at. I mean, everybody's in a really similar spot, though. Faku, a little bit slower.
I have found that
30 seconds behind
Faku has played the first few stages slower, like in all of their runs, and then they just blast out the last couple, and then usually just win from doing that. So I think it's kind of misleading when they're a little bit behind on like the first 3 stages, because they're gonna start going really quick from here. Just from history, anyway.
Yeah, and an ATG and a try shop on stage 4.
Ooh,
that's the type of damage that we're looking for. Which even sets up really nicely. Potentially getting the ATG to proc bans during the fight can be crazy damage at this point.
Ruddy has actually been getting a lot of value from this cart this whole run, actually. Just because every chest is cheaper. Not even because of the multi-shop thing. But he's just been getting cheaper loot, which is really nice. Even like, there's not really a big equipment that is like changing the run so far right now, so. What is that printer right next to TP there on stage 4? Bolster and lantern printer.
Ooh. Be surprised if they go into that at all. I mean, bolster and lantern's great, but it's like you don't want to lose a watch. You don't want to lose like your opal if you're Cabbage.
Unfortunately, true.
Yeah, that's a cool item. Very well designed. And I mean, really give it up to Gearbox and everybody for like figuring out items that feel good and make sense with the game now. I
Yeah,
think
just are fun to play around, you know.
yeah, I mean, we're like, I think, you know, things feel a little overpowered right now, but there's depth to the items now, which is it's really rewarding to play. And another feather coming out of the TP.
Yeah, just
So
in case
everybody's
anyone
gonna
missed
have
the
a
last
feather.
one. I really hope we don't see any deaths in Mithrix then, because like we have everything we need now, right? Like we're okay. So many jumps, so much aerial mobility with Huntress here. I'm kind of
Yeah, I
worried
mean, I think-
about Faku just like having a little bit tougher time with this TP. They're kind of being pushed out the whole
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I feel like he's got to just focus on one of these big enemies and then be a little bit patient, which, yeah, taking down the cup. It's tricky because while they have a lot of damage, they're working on a 10-second cooldown.
Yeah.
Or 12, whatever it is with the, I guess 10 with the ballista. So I think once a lot of enemies stack up, it's a little bit difficult to deal with.
I think you made the right call, though. I mean, if you kill a gup, right, then you have gas start proccing on the other things around it. So instead of just greeting a boss immediately and just being like, I need the boss kill, you know, it's like sometimes it's smart to just not kill the boss first, as you've seen today.
Yeah, definitely.
Cabbage, the
Cabbage on
first
to
one
stage
out,
5, though.
really just pushing this run. Look
Ooh,
at that. That was so weird. Cabbage used ballista and then went back through a window, like a tiny little like castle window, and was like, "Where am I?" And then got blasted by the scorch room.
Yeah, the scorch rooms are gnarly. They'll really kill you.
The worst part about them right now is that their attacks are invisible sometimes, so you gotta be careful. Yeah.
Reddy actually getting a crowdfunder. Or sorry, K actually getting a crowdfunder now. Should be a little bit of extra damage for him, but really doesn't have a crowdfunder build, so couldn't play too much of a impact.
I mean, there's the Tenta bubble, so it could
That's
help
true.
a little bit, but it's kind of like a problem that doesn't need solving because they have the feathers, I think.
Yeah.
So, but it's something.
This Void Cradle is a
Needle
needle tick.
That's good for Krunder.
Yeah.
There's a chronic expansion that Cabbage is going into. Getting one.
That.
It's really nice for TP, so. And especially, honestly, it's great for phase 3 Mithrix after phase 2 if you like keep it up. So.
Yeah, I really like where Cabbage is at. I think he's just finding a nice balance of, you know, dealing with the problem enemies, but then outside of that, just playing really quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, nobody else has found anything since the bans that's very polarizing or looking to change the outcome. So Cabbage kind of sticking with that game plan is working well.
I just hope that no one dies during this TP. It's kind of dangerous, right? The worm can easily knock you into the side of the hill. There's children all around. There was like an overloading one as well. So just gotta be a little bit careful. But I could totally see it happening if someone does not pay attention to things around them here.
Yeah,
It's
especially like on K's screen, seeing that overloading child that's walking through the floor. He's got somewhere to be, I guess.
K's position is kind of tough too because the imp is here as well.
Yeah.
And it's just making it so you can't really stay. As you should. I feel like there's not really too many characters that should just be able just to go to the TP immediately without dealing with something that's on the map. Because you can just end up in a situation like this where you just have to like can't charge TP anyway, and you're just kind of wasting time, whereas you could have just gotten loot before anyway also.
Yeah.
With the time spent not charging.
Hate the play though. You have triangle. You kind of have that backup plan where if you need to get out of there, you can. And Huntress, I feel like, is one of the few survivors where sometimes when you have damage, you can just like not kill enemies and run in a circle and kind of get out of it. But even with that, he's still a little bit farther behind, so hasn't been super successful. But there's one more Void Cradle on Cabbage's screen right now. This could be really huge. He's definitely looking for a Teddy.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So yeah, Cabbage is just gonna go to Mithrix, I assume.
Right now. How much speed does Cabbage have? That's fine either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with this shift. You
No.
can no speed skip. One of the few loadouts that
I'm just more thinking like, how long will it take Cabbage to get across the moon? And then there's wings, so
Yeah.
that's a lot
Yeah.
easier as well. All right. Well, unless anyone finds the teddy bear and the wings right now and leaves right now, Cabbage is looking pretty good. So K's
I agree.
right
I mean,
there. K sees the teddy, the spaces. So,
but yeah, you look at like K and Ruddy, and they're just 45 seconds behind. And in this loadout, with how strong everybody is, 45 seconds is too much time. So, I mean, Cabbage, I think it just comes down to like, does he have a clean skip? Does he play the fight efficiently?
that's true.
But the
It
ball's in his court.
could come down to a phase 4 skip. Could be that
That's
easy.
true, yeah. Yeah, and we look at like K doesn't have a good phase 4 skip. I mean, people will say like, oh, you can skip with Ballista. I don't believe it. I've never seen somebody skip with Ballista in a race. So I don't think that's real. But you know, Cabbage on the other hand has that fireband. Ruddy has that fireband. We'll see how that pays off for them.
So Ruddy grabbed an equipment, and then, just from the equipment try shop, and it turned out to be Blast Shower, and he turned
Ooh.
around, and then there was just like the wings right there. And I don't know if he saw it before choosing the Blast Shower, but it kind of seemed like he saw it afterwards. So that may have been like a thing.
I mean, it's probably slower, but low key with this build, Blast Shower is pretty solid. Like you're getting a lot of use out of it.
I think Blast Shower is amazing here. Not only do you have saver spaces and triangle refreshes, but you also have all of your damage via your bands, especially with ATG as well. You could set up like a huge play. I was just curious because I think the Blast Shower was a random. I think.
Oh, wow.
So I'll have to go back and see, but I think everyone would just take in the wings though, like just immediately.
And we see it right there, getting the ATG band proc, just one-shotting a perfected elite, perfected wisp there with Ruddy. So that could actually be a huge difference maker here. If he can take advantage of that like once or twice throughout the fight,
that
could be what
Ruddy
pulls
could
him
win
ahead.
from that.
Yeah.
We'll see though. It's gonna take him a while to skip here, and meanwhile Cabbage has already started the fight because of those wings, so and that's the other advantage that Cabbage has. He also has the ability to get to the ship faster than anyone else. So
yeah, because one thing about this run, there's not a single speed item. Nobody has any speed whatsoever.
No.
Which is probably the first run today that's happened.
Interesting to see it still happen.
Yeah. Luckily, it's on a loadout where you can kind of get by without speed.
Yeah, it's not the biggest deal. And the feathers were plentiful, so it's all good. There's a hard light afterburner. I hope that Ruddy does not go for it. Do not be bait.
Yeah, I think that's bait.
Okay, good.
But Cabbage is... Oh, Ruddy.
Oh,
you hate to lose just 15 seconds there. Oh, K is... What happened?
Oh, Echo killed him with a transmitter.
Oh, so the echo damage applied after the transmitter and that killed him?
I thought he would have definitely been fine enough because he had spaces and transmitter and everything, but I don't know what he did to get in that situation to have...
Yeah.
Wow.
That's tough. And man... Yeah, Kay's talked about his last place in the finals curse, and he's walking himself into it right now, which it's just that hurts. But,
no.
The margins are thin here.
Oh god. I feel bad. That's painful.
Yeah. But you never know what could happen. Phase 3 is phase 3. And while they do have spaces and transmitter, things can go sour very quick.
I just need someone else to get into the fight besides Cabbage. Alright. We have Faku in.
Oh wow, Faku's in.
Faku is in.
I did not notice he had made it there. And
Ruddy's having a tough time host skipping here, man.
Yeah, and I think what Ruddy doesn't hasn't practiced is the low speed skip. It's very important that you stop yourself on the way down if you get stuck up here, and you don't go into the skip with too much speed. That way you land a little bit higher up and you don't get stuck underneath quite as much.
And also not having that other feather, that would have done it too, but
yeah, like right here he needs to stop, right on the prong. But I'm not sure if he knows the spot. It's just a little tough. Cabbage, on the other hand, is just flying through this. He's playing wonderful.
as you should, just killing, dodging. He's fine. Like almost no curse either.
Yeah.
Especially with the Opal and Echo as well. Ready finally in, but I think that unfortunately that cost him.
Yeah, I mean, getting into the arena at 2350, that's just, you know, I don't think there's any amount of procs that's gonna get him back in this, so he really needs Cabbage to make a mistake.
Yeah, a pizza-shaped mistake. But how do you die when you have safer spaces and triangle? Like,
yeah. I mean, safer spaces, triangle, opal, and
Echo.
warp decked out.
Yeah, it's
you know, and we're talking about Cabbage.
I mean, maybe if you stood still, like right under Mithrix when he slams, you know, in the middle. But that's is a tough spot for everyone else to be in. Don't hold your breath.
No opal.
Oh, no echo.
No echo.
No bubble. Hold up. I mean, the thing is, like, he'd have to take like 3 pizza slices in a row, even with transmitter. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, they really maxed out the defensive items on this update. Definitely makes up for the lack of speed. But at the end of the day, everybody's still looking to do the best they possibly can. You know, everybody's trying not to get fourth, trying not to get third.
I mean, even second is an amazing
it feels
spot
great.
to be.
I mean, you went into a tournament with 8 people and you got second. That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, everyone, even in this loadout, should be happy that they got this far anyway. I know they won't be, but they should.
Yeah.
Because they worked to get here, and they had to beat their friends to get to the top half. So.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I don't know who was here. It must have been a year ago when we did our last tournament. But the skill gap was much bigger a year ago. When there was a tournament then, it was really clearly like, you know, there was Cabbage, K, and Zinc, and then it was just kind of everybody else. People are really close now. Like, you know, Cabbage is good, but anybody can beat anybody. And the level of play is a lot higher. So it's, you know, it's not just a walk in the park to get past people like Big D, to get past people like, you know, Brian. They really had to play well to get here.
Yeah. And Cabbage entering phase 4 right now.
Yep.
I mean, I guess this would have been the one moment that Cabbage could have died, but getting transmitter back immediately is, you know, means you just won't.
Yeah. Makes it pretty simple.
And there we go. So congrats to Cabbage for being our tournament champion.
Hey. We've got a ship sequence to go through.
Oh, my bad. My bad. They did pick the worst portal, so who knows?
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't make it back in time. Anything's possible.
Imagine if Cabbage dies on the ship and then Faku just like sweeps it up, man.
Yeah, Cabbage is known for time scaling everything when he plays the game. For those that don't know, he actually has a script on his keyboard, so when he hits a certain key, he can time scale at any point in the run when he's practicing.
Yeah,
so every time there's dead time in his run,
yeah,
he uses the time scaling. So he never actually plays the ship, which, you know, he's not going to die here, but
it's funny that
has the least experience.
A lot of the racers when they scrim, they tend to use God mode and time scan just to skip this ship sequence because like, whatever, this is not like something I have to practice. And then ever since they started doing that, we've seen such an uptick in ship deaths.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, there was that race where me and Brian both +5'd on the same loadout on the ship.
Crazy. I couldn't believe it. Hey, it happens, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
But who's going for second here? We've got
I think Faku. Actually, K.
Yeah.
No, well, K isn't. He has
no,
+5.
K's got the +5. And K's, it sucks to be in K's shoes right now and feel like, oh, if I didn't +5, I was on such a great run. But at the end of the day, it didn't make a difference for getting that first place, you know? Cabbage was pretty far ahead.
There we go. Cabbage with the GG.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff.
Surely
And
he'll
it's-
be really excited about it and think he played wonderful.
Yeah, surely. They'd be like, okay. All right, let's bring Cabbage. Hey, Cabbage.
Hello?
You won.
I did?
Yeah.
Good
I
job.
didn't think that was fast enough. Gonna be honest.
Well, you zoomed.
Yeah.
We've been seeing like 25-minute runs the entire day, so I was like 28-30 is not gonna win the final.
No, I mean, the closest to you is K, who +5'd, and he's about to get on the ship right now. He's going to get like a 30-30 real time. So you were pretty far ahead.
Was that movement speed?
No.
Okay. I was going crazy when I was like, where is it?
Yeah. I think this might be the first run I've seen since the update that I haven't seen a movement speed item in. Like,
And I was
period.
thinking, like, I can just host skip with the safer space, and then I was like, wait, can I? With single
Yeah.
blink, maybe?
Yeah, with single blink, you always can. You just need to know the setup, which
Yeah.
took everybody a little while, but they all figured it out.
Yeah, but it's like, you need one speed to host skip, and I'm like, where is my one speed?
Yeah.
I just checked my inventory. There was not a one speed. Like, alright.
Faku getting onto the ship now, though. He's going to secure a second place today.
Really good job.
Nice. Anyone
Ready
use the
with-
Genesis loop with the band printer?
No.
No.
Nobody.
It was so low damage. It was like, I feel like if you do that, you just win.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how do you trigger it, though? You have safer spaces, opal, triangle. You have so much stuff reducing damage.
Does it trigger with transmitter? Like, does the gloop go off if you transmit?
It doesn't.
Okay,
Yeah, I
because
don't
it
think
doesn't
so.
quick watches, so I assumed it wouldn't.
I think it does activate sometimes when you're Seeker because it does tick over into gloop range, like for some times, but not always. But
Yeah.
also, K did die to the transmitter echo interaction by host skipping, so there is your answer, actually. You're right on
Which,
that.
to be clear, he did have spaces and could have just used the spaces skip.
Yeah, he just didn't.
But
Let's bring him in, though. Hey, K.
okay.
Another final, not last, dude. It was decent happen. That's 3 out of 3.
As it was written.
And 3 out of 3 fourths. Dude,
Just
Hey,
lost
Parker.
all.
items suck, man. Never pick up Wacko and Transmitter at once. Do not do it.
Hey, man, you had a spaces.
The what?
Yeah, I knew, but I thought I'd just save time, you know, because Transmitter is essentially a spaces.
Yeah.
You could,
Guys, is this guy kind of loud, or is it just me?
So,
man,
Faku,
everything happened because I missed the wings, so it's whatever.
Faku, you got second place. So congratulations.
Go. Thank you. Wait, no, let's go. Did Cabbage won?
Cabbage did win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. GG.
Okay, I'm
GG.
sorry you did get last, like you thought you
Nah,
would,
it's,
but-
yeah, it's for playing. I don't know how to even play it, to be honest.
That's a classic.
Next time,
Wait,
it's
how many bans did you guys print?
4.
Only 2.
I had
Two.
4.
Ready? You got third place, so congratulations.
Yep.
GG. Amazing tournament, by the way. If the other racers are still here and they want to join for a second before we end off, they can as well. I love doing the tournaments. I hope you guys too. do as well because man, there's something about it when the threat of the elimination comes up and yeah, it's and you're playing that final loadout, trying like really needing that first place to get the win for the day or the high score or anything. So obviously I appreciate everyone as well who woke up and played today. I appreciate it. It's very rare that we can get an 8-player group together. It's rare enough to get a 4-player group to play every week. But 8 players was pretty special. It was pretty fun. So appreciate all you guys. GG to everyone who played today. GG to our final 4 though, especially Cabbage, Faku, Ruddy, and K. So really good job. Very good job. As for all the other things, I mean, it was fun doing a tournament because of the new update and all that cool stuff. Not going to happen too often, but maybe we can do it more often than we have. It's been a while. If you guys want to know when the next race is going to be, make sure to join Discord. That is going to be the best way to know when the next thing we do is. You can check out YouTube as well for videos and all the VODs and stuff on there. If you guys want to play with our mod, you can join in and start scrimming and doing stuff like that. You can go to speedrun.com, play on our official speedrun.com leaderboard, the Gauntlet leaderboard. And if you want to apply to be a racer, make sure you can go over there to riskresources.com/apply and sign up. Anyway, if you guys want to, I'll say GG and goodbye.